Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships. We're in Tokyo, Japan, but by the time this airs in the United States, you're going to be getting ready for the 4th of July Independence Day celebration. And what perfect timing, because tonight's Pride show is titled Demolition, and I really expect to see fireworks in that ring tonight. I'm Stephen Quadros. I am the Fight Professor, alongside my broadcast partner, Boss Rutan. Boss, where are you? Boss, get over here. Come on, we gotta shoot this.
Man, give me a second.
Whoa. Boss, what are you doing?
Watch this.
No, come on.
Do it, run.
Boss, what are you doing, man?
I'm just trying to get in the spirit of the show here. I mean, we're here at the biggest, best mixed martial arts event in the world. And they call it demolition. I mean, I gotta demolish something. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you just did. But speaking of demolishing something, Frye, the all-American tough guy, the man who conquered Ken Shamrock, is here, along with Renzo, Gracie, Semmy, Schilt, Gilbert, Yvel, and a star-studded cast of characters.
Oh, yeah, and everybody knows that Frye was supposed to fight Mark Coleman. But Mark Coleman got injured in a training accident. It can happen, so that fight is postponed. But don't worry, it's going to happen. And thank God, Frye came up with a very, very big Japanese fighter named Takayama.
Yeah, Takayama's big, all right, 6'7", 260 pounds plus. But Gilbert Yvel, the Hurricane, is back in Frye. And he really likes that moniker of the bad boy of mixed martial arts.
Oh, my God. You remember the last fight when he fought Frye here in Pride? Yellow cards all over the place, disqualification, the corner people tried to kill each other. It was hilarious. It was demolition in the ring everywhere. You know what? A rematch between those two guys, that would be really good. And, you know, maybe if they both win tonight, it might happen.
And that well-respected, well-liked Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu man, Renzo Gracie, is back in the ring of Pride. Gracie name. That is a lot of pressure to have on your shoulders to uphold that family honor.
Oh, yeah. All around the world, everybody knows the Gracies. So if they step into the ring, you better believe that the pressure is on.
Yes, and speaking of pressure, Alex Stiebling, that cocky kid from Indianapolis, Indiana, is back. And he nicknamed himself the Brazilian Killer last Pride. But he is going to be facing a Brazilian from the Shootbox Academy in Curitiba named Anderson Silva. You got the Brazilian Killer versus the Killer Brazilian.
Oh, my God, man. I spoke with Alex Stiebling last week, and he took this fight on 1 week notice. I said, man, do you think that's a smart thing to do? He says, boss, I'm ready. I'm ready to demolish some people.
And last but not least, 6'11" Semmy Schilt. This guy wipes people out with the kicks and the punches. He's going to definitely be in line for a title shot. So that's it, folks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pride Fighting Championships Demolition from Saitama Super Arena. Boss, we're here at Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan, and it's a sold-out crowd.
It's crazy. In about 5-10 minutes, the show is going to start. We're going to see some unbelievable fights, so get ready.
We've got Frye stepping back in, Renzo Gracie, Semmy Schilt, Gilbert Yvel, and the big man himself, the Beast, Bob Sapp. We also have a very special announcement tonight. The Pride Fighting Championships have been officially licensed in the state of Nevada. That's right, folks. The Pride Fighting Championships have been officially licensed in the state of Nevada, and we are ecstatic about that. We're coming for you, so U.S. fans, get ready. This is a huge step for the sport of mixed martial arts, boss.
Oh, yes, it is, because now the people in America are going to see what Pride is all about, and they can see it in their own country. And I tell you what, if you're here in this place, it is unbelievable. The thrill, the whole show around everything, around the fights, it's going to be something really special.
And this is the first time that a foreign-based fight organization has been licensed in Nevada. We also have a very special announcement on September 1st. And I'm not going to say too much about this. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. We will present to you on pay-per-view a martial arts extravaganza named Shockwave. So, if you go on that Labor Day weekend, that holiday, be sure to set your VCR and get it on pay-per-view. Shockwave will be coming to you from the Japan Tokyo National Stadium, and we're expecting in excess of 80,000 people.
It's an open stadium. This is something, I want to talk about it, but I cannot because you guys have to find out yourself. But it's like 80,000 people. It's like you said, a big stadium, open air. It's going to be awesome.
A lot of big stars in the martial arts. More on that later, but that will be September 1st, pay-per-view, Shockwave. Don't miss it. Okay, man, the crowd is excited. They're really, really excited tonight, boss.
Oh, if you only could feel. I always say this for the people at home, you cannot believe the feeling you have here. The bass drum is running through your whole body. It's something really special.
But listen, is that our friend K. Grant?
Japanese Elvis.
戦いに飢えた選手たちの魂が炎を溶かすマーシャルアーツワールドカッププライド
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
there we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh.
And there's
Give me a torch.
Hitomi passing it on to Risa.
You're up to date, Stephen.
Well, just do my homework.
I love the music.
This is absolutely beautiful. And I mean this spectacle as well as our lovely ring girls. Are they going to set that thing on fire? Oh. Uh-oh.
Like a hurricane. A hurricane flaming hurricane inside.
They've set something to light inside of that curtained area.
It looks angry to me.
Well, as I said at the beginning of this show, expect fireworks in that ring. I didn't realize we were going to have fireworks like this.
Man, I'm holding myself because you never know what's going to happen now.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna need the fire department in any minute here. What is this? And now I'm getting scared.
It's the omen.
It's the power of...
It's the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Woo! Man! Whoop! I feel exercise. Oh! I'm here with Bob the Beast Sapp. Bob, tonight, what will Tamura be looking at when he faces you across the ring?
Well, he's definitely going to be looking at one thing, and that's this big punch right here.
You're going to be moving up into that super heavyweight division. You got Tom Erickson in that division. You got Semmy Schilt in that division. You got some other big guys in that division. Do you think that they should establish a special jumbo weight division for you guys?
Definitely. I think you're going to see it as the big boys come in. I think you're going to see it more power. You're going to see a lot more intensity and definitely higher knockout ratio with some of the big boys that you've just mentioned.
Bob the Beast Sapp goes up against Kiyoshi Tamura. Now, this is going to be a really interesting match because Bob Sapp's one of the biggest individuals ever in mixed martial arts. 370 pounds. It's like a Mack truck coming at you. What's going to happen in that fight, boss?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing for sure, that is Tamura's got to stick and move. He's got to try to make Bob Sapp tired. Because if he's going to rely on his strength, there's quite a bit of a strength difference right there. So he should try to survive the first round, and then go for the attack. Kick him, constantly attack him, but don't get too close, because if you get caught by one of a punch or by the hold of Bob Sapp, it could be over.
I think Tamura's only chance in this fight is to take the fight late, get Bob Sapp somehow on the ground and go for a chokehold. Other than that, I gotta go with Sapp in this fight.
There he is, the big man himself, Bob Sapp. The wildly popular Kiyoshi Tamura definitely has his work cut out for him, boss.
He's going to be in for a big battle here. That's one thing I can say for sure.
I think the key word there, and it's an adjective that will be forever attached to that man, is big battle. Bob Sapp, Tamura chose, because under the rules of Pride, if an opponent outweighs you by 10 kilograms or 22 pounds or more, the smaller opponent has the option to fight with or without kicking and kneeing to the ground. Tamura has opted to not have that weapon available in this fight, so there will be no kicking or kneeing when an opponent is in a 4-point stance facing downward under the rules of Pride. And here we go, folks. Japan versus U.S. That man there, Bob Sapp versus Kiyoshi Tamura with a low kick. Bob Sapp coming in and eating a right hook. Sapp gets the right hand and drops Tamura. Tamura's got to keep Bob Sapp off of the fight. Is over. They have thrown in the towel. Wow. A very humane move there by the corner of Kiyoshi Tamura. A gigantic right hand while he was on the deck.
Yeah, this one, oh my God, 2 sledgehammers, 380 pounds behind it. It's
that's got to be close to a Pride record, 11-second knockout in the first round.
Yeah, that's exactly what we expected. Yeah, not that fast, of course. And what the stick and moving part, you saw how Bob Sapp came at him. So he couldn't go away. He locked him up right away. It was good gameplay.
Well, one of the problems that any opponent is going to have with Bob Sapp is being able to hurt him, because he's so big. He's got virtually no neck. And Tamura hit him right on the chin, but Tamura just did not have the power to slow him down and or stop him. There he is. Bob Sapp is now 2 wins and no losses in the Pride Fighting Championships. I gotta say, here it is, boss. Look, he grabs him.
Oh, there the first punch.
Right behind the ear, and it drops him. And Tamura trying for a guard or something, but Bob Sapp landing 2 punches, and then the towel was thrown in. Tamura here with a low kick. The right hand over the top didn't do anything to Bob Sapp. Look at that. The monster came right after him.
Yeah, it was difficult. Look at those sledgehammers raining down. He did move to the sides, Tamura, but it was just, he's moving to the side, but it's just not fast enough. Oh.
Well, here's a problem that we didn't see in Bob Sapp's first fight against Yamamoto. Bob Sapp, there he is showing respect to Tamura. Bob Sapp has foot speed. He closed the gap like that.
Yeah. It's a good fight for him. Next fight will be like Sam Schilt or somebody else, Tom Erickson.
Tom Erickson, because you're going to quickly run out of opponents for a guy. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we may have to establish a new jumbo weight division for guys like Bob Sapp, because if more guys like him start popping out of the woodwork, it is definitely like Godzilla versus the Army or something.
Yeah. Only that we have only one person and not an army.
Or maybe we'll have special matches where we'll have 2 people fighting Bob Sapp.
That would be good, you know, so you even it out. 2 people of 180 pounds, 90 pounds, so it's the same weight.
Here we go again now. Sapp really seemed to have a game plan. Get him against the ropes, get punching distance, and just unleash the right hand. Sapp, a former National Football League football player, started with the Chicago Bears, then the Minnesota Vikings, and then ended with the Raiders. Boy, that is a dangerous individual, Bob Sapp.
With a name like Ahmed Labasanov, boss, you know that this guy is from Russia, and he's going to be facing Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge from Canada. Who do you think is the best-looking fighter in the business?
Besides Bass Rudin? Besides Bass, it'd definitely be me. It'd definitely be me.
Is it because you guys go to the same barber, or?
Yeah, same hairstylist, yeah.
You're one of the more animated people here in Pride. Why do you suppose a lot of the other fighters aren't as animated as you are?
Well, going back to that, you asked me this question a while ago, and I really simply told you because I have a nice ass. I really believe this. And simply because I'm not afraid to let things hang out and tell it the way it is. You know, I'm great, I'm good looking, and that's just the way it is. If anybody has anything to say about it, step in the ring or see me anywhere, then bring it on. But make sure you got at least 20,000 with the US.
It's going to be a real throwdown in that one.
Oh yes, Big Daddy is going to be ready. He just got married here in Japan, but he is back in the house. He's been training very hard with Tom Erickson, so he knows how to defend a takedown. And what we know of Labasanov is that he's a good wrestler. So Gary probably wants to take this fight, keep this fight on his feet, and try to knock him out.
So Labasanov, it's no secret, is a leg lock expert, but his stamina has been questionable in some of his fights in rings. But rings, not having those punches on the ground, he may get a rude awakening from the Big Daddy with punches.
Oh, for sure. That's Big Daddy. Did you see his arms? He holds the world Guinness record of arm wrestling. He arm wrestled here in Japan 1,000 people in a row without a break. So the guy got a very good, strong arm. He's got a very strong punch. Once he hits you, it's going to be out of the fight.
ただいまより第2試合を行います。青コーナー191センチ114キロギリゲッターリッチ
There he is, Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge from Canada.
190センチ106キロラバサノフアヘメット
Akhmed Labasanov from Russia.
Russia with love.
Yeah.
But not this time, I think.
Well, he's 12 years younger than Goodridge, so that will be in his favor. But Goodridge has taken 8 months off, healed up all of his injuries, and is ready to go. And he says that he plans to mangle Labasanov and kick the living out of him.
That was good. That guy was very fast with the sound here. Eh?
He is a proud member of the Russian top team.
Yeah, but he's got to take his fight to the ground, in my opinion.
He doesn't want to stand there because Gary's going to try and punch him, that's for sure. Gary comes out and misses with the jab. Gary is trained by Paul Minhouse from Ultimate Thai Boxing in Toronto, Canada, and he has in his corner Tom Erickson. Gary, much to Gary's surprise, Akhmed is coming out throwing punches.
Yeah, that was a good left hook, and that was a good right low kick here. We might see a stand-up fight here. Ooh! That one hits.
Yeah, he threw a wild right hand, and it seemed to catch Gary a little bit, but it didn't do anything to him.
Oh, and again, that left hook, he's got good hands.
Yes, he does. He has been practicing his boxing. Goodridge coming in again with a low kick.
Yeah, that would maybe be the key to success here. Left straight with the right low kick from the and he's hitting hard, Labasanov.
Labasanov is throwing bombs here. Maybe he saw Gary's fight with Equal Chancellor and wants to duplicate the effort. Goes for the trip, and down they go, folks. Gary Goodridge on the bottom with an open guard.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you want to keep the guard open with a guy who was a leg lock specialist. No, he closed it. Probably hurt me.
Well, this is surprising because we expected Labasanov to come out and try and lock up early, but he instead set up the takedown with some punches, which was very smart.
It's a very smart thing that he did that right there. It's what we always talk about, you know. You don't want to go right away for it. Distract him a little bit and then go for the things that you're the best in.
Gary Goodridge had some interesting things to say about Bob Sapp, who just fought, and he said he's a nice guy, but he did say that he, and I'll quote him, he's a freak show as a fighter. He hasn't even begun to crawl where everyone else is graduated from college. He's an infant, not even close to puberty. Gary Goodridge on Bob Sapp.
Oh, that's quite a strange comment. I wouldn't give birth to a baby that size if I was a woman, an infant.
An infant the size of Bob Sapp? We're not even going to go there. As the man from Russia, top team, grinds away with small little shots on top. In blue, Labasanov, Gary on the bottom in the black trunks.
Yeah, if this keeps going like this, the referee probably will put him back on their feet because nothing really happens right now.
Gary, as you said, Boss, wants to keep that guard closed.
Yes. This could be set up to leaning over him, and then when he opens the guard, suddenly pass it or go for a leg lock. Right now, he can go for a leg lock. There we go already, I think. Yeah, Gary is...
He's looking for a knee bar right here, Boss. He's going to go for the knee.
Gary should apply a toe hold on him.
Gary's got to stack up and start throwing punches right now. He's got to throw
right
the right hand. He's throw his right hand right over the top. And that's the power of power. Gary Goodridge just grabbed him and pulled him close. Gary is always dangerous strength-wise at the beginning of the fight. So Labasanov did try for one, but now he's on the bottom, and Gary can hurt people from the guard.
He knocked people out in this position. So, and there we go. He's got some phenomenal striking power. So probably we will see some good shots to the head. And he's also spreading it up, like he's going first to the body. Oh, he's going to pass the guard now.
Oh, he's going to try for, what's this? It's a backbreaker. He's not going to be able to submit him here. If the guy is limber at all, he won't be able to submit him. But, oh, what is this, Boss?
It looks almost like the boss with the neck crank there, but it's not. It could smother your opponent, no?
But he's like, oh, goes right into a triangle choke.
Triangle choke.
Gary's got to get out of there. Oh, he powers his way out.
Now it's a side mount, and that's a very dangerous position for Labasanov to be in with a guy like Gary Goodridge on top.
Expect that right knee to start blasting away, but Labasanov keeps moving. It's the little moves by Labasanov that have kept him out of trouble.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Gary's gonna, it's gonna rain knees now. The right knee's coming up, I think. Labasanov sees it because he's blocking the leg. Now holds him. That's what they call the bear hug. Knee to the body here.
We've seen both men escape from submission attempts. Gary had that cradle headlock, boss root and neck crank, have you, and then Labasanov almost had a triangle choke.
Yeah,
just ate a knee there, as you said. Gary Goodridge would like to say hello to his wife and family, newly married. Gary was actually married after the last Pride Fighting Championship show here in Tokyo.
Yes, we were there. It was fun.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's the half of round number 1. 10-minute round.
It was a lot of fun because I believe you and Quentin Jackson at the reception got up and did an impromptu hip-hop rap. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, it was fun to do. But right now, Gary...
Labasanov keeps working.
Got to keep his work up, otherwise the referee's going to come in. This is a dangerous position because now he can start raining knees.
Throw the knee right now. Labasanov has got to get out of this position because he could be knocked out from here. Gary should start piling up those knees right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing he should do.
He should keep him trapped here.
That's how the knees. That's exactly the way to win.
Mark Coleman used that position very effectively in the Pride Fighting Championships Grand Prix in the year 2000 to beat Igor Vovchanchik, but Labasanov scoots out back into the side mount.
Yeah, Gary should keep cranking, neck cranking him, do the crossface, push himself away, create some distance, and rain those knees. The left knee to the body right now because if he starts raining knees, then Labasanov starts to defend that spot, and he will open up other places.
Do you think that Labasanov has seen the movie Gladiator?
He had to be, eh? I mean, he looks like him. Maximus.
Maximus.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you one thing. Gary is extremely relaxed in this fight and taking his time, but he's staying active at the same time.
This is what he should do. Knees to the body. Because they don't cost any power. You can throw a lot of them.
Gary is one of the funniest men to interview, and he's actually said if Labasanov fights anything like the tape that he saw, that it's going to be a long, painful fight. And right now, Gary is starting to inflict a little bit of that pain with those knees. But Labasanov has, you know, moved around enough to be able to offset most of the strikes so far by Gary.
Yeah, there was not one full hit, so to say. That's why you should keep kneeing and cross-facing. In this position, you can only control him, but you cannot finish. That was a good knee right there, the left knee to the body.
Do you think that the referee is going to be restarting him soon, boss?
He should. I think he should.
Yeah, because there's been a slowdown in the action. Gary going for a key lock?
A side choke.
Oh, no, but the guy, he didn't have the arm over. Oh, that was a good knee right there. Right under the armpit.
Yeah, but he's got to continuously doing that.
I think the referee should stand him back up here.
He probably will. Action. Yeah, Gary got to move. He's got to do something. It's the first round.
Do you think Gary would be advised to try and mount Labasanov? Because he's got a good opportunity here because Labasanov doesn't seem to be blocking.
Again. No, he tries it. Yeah, it's what you said. Mount would be good, but mount is also... Yeah,
you're open for a variety of counters, but he hasn't tried it yet. I think Gary has been practicing long enough with Tom Erickson and John Fitch over there at Purdue University to where they've gotten into the mount and gotten out of the mount. So I think he should try it because just stick that left knee over and try it. Because right now it's getting a little static.
Yeah, same routine. Yeah, the referee should restart the fight here right now.
I agree.
1 minute.
1 minute.
This is a dangerous position. They can turn you.
Yeah. But he goes, he got out now. Gary is on the bottom. Labasanov got out of that headlock, and now he returns his own left hand to Gary's head. Gary on the bottom now, closed guard once again, just as we started the round.
Yeah, but only we have about 20 seconds left, so this is going to go to round number 2.
All Pride Fighting Championship fights are scheduled for the duration of 3 rounds. The first round, 10 minutes. The subsequent second and third round are for 5 minutes. The fight is judged as an entirety. It's not a 10-point must system like it is in boxing. So the man that tries to finish the fight is the man that the judges give the nod to more, and the fight is scored as an entirety.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of people have to understand that rule, because sometimes they say, yeah, but he won the first 2 rounds. Yeah, but he didn't do anything in the last round. And then he loses the fight.
I would have to say, if we scored it on a round-by-round basis, Gary had that round. But Labasanov did return Gary to his back at the end. But it doesn't matter because they do not score on a round-by-round basis. They do not compile the rounds and add them up.
Yeah, from looking here, oh, now we see it there too. Gary looks good, fresh. He reserved his energy. So hopefully now in round 2, he's going to unload, maybe from the same position, mix some knees up, punches to the head, show us the sledgehammers that he has.
Well, speaking of sledgehammers, what surprised me, and I said it before, is that Akhmed came out and was throwing punches and bunches.
And hard, very powerful.
Like right here. I mean, he missed a couple times. That caught Gary right on the side of the chin, but Gary didn't really fold up. Look at this punch. Boom! Right there on the jaw.
Right out of a bar room book.
That was definitely a barroom brawl punch.
Yeah. But hey, they can be very effective, and if it hits, if it connects.
Look at the guy going for the leg here. He's trying to set up. Is he going for a straight Achilles here, boss?
Yes, straight Achilles. Won't do any damage, and it's only pain. So in a fight, I wouldn't do it, because you see it's also easy to escape.
Because Gary just cups the back of his head, and eventually that right hand is going to blast upside Labasanov. But I'm really interested to see if Labasanov will come out again and try and drop Gary with a punch.
I think he will, because it was effective in the first round, so he probably is going to do it the second round too. Set him up and then go for the takedown. But by the looks of both of the fighters, I think that Gary looks fresher than Labasanov.
Well, if they start duking it out, I think that eventually Gary's going to land. But this guy landed a good overhand right.
Round 2. Fight!
But it has been a very competitive fight. Gary coming out, wanting to get right in Labasanov's face. Good inside kick there by Labasanov with the left leg.
Powerful kick.
Gary going with a high kick.
Yeah.
Gary did say we're going to see a lot of Muay Thai kicks in this fight. And he's been training a lot with Paul Midhouse. And look at Labasanov countering with a punch. Labasanov trying to counter with the left hook, but he should throw the straight right when Gary throws that right low kick.
Yeah, Gary is doing actually a good job about setting up the low kick with the left straight first, and not only a kick, because Labasanov's counters are pretty good. It's not pinpoint, but if it's going to be a hit, Gary might go down. Ooh, you can hear the power, huh?
Nice takedown there by Labasanov, on top again in the guard, next to the ropes. One of the rules that I really like about the Pride Fighting Championships is when they start to slide out close to under the ropes, they will stop the fighters and move them back to the center of the ring in the exact same position, meaning that they don't get trapped up against the ring or they don't fall out of the ring.
It's perfect. It's the perfect thing to do, because we saw earlier and in different organizations, we saw that people try to escape that way. They were in a bad situation, they pushed themselves away underneath the ropes, and then they would put the fighters back on their feet. So it was a beautiful way to escape. That's not going to happen here anymore. Also, you can see we have a very low rope, like maybe 5 or 10 inches above the ring.
I think that's new. That must be new.
So you can't slip out.
Because there are 5 ropes there. Okay, and as I said before,
the restart in the center of the ring.
Exactly. I think Gary should try and sweep him here, or do you think that would be dangerous against a leg locker?
If he's going to do the same leg lock again, I would take the risk, because, yeah, the Achilles pull I'm not a big fan of. Gary's not wearing any shoes, so he doesn't have a grip. It's pretty easy to escape. I would take the risk. Yeah, Labasanov also has to do the same thing that Gary had to do in the first round, push himself away, create some distance, so he can strike with more power. This way, the fight won't end, you know, it's not going to be a knockout. He's not working for a knockout.
No, right now, we've gotten into a slow pace here in the fight. Labasanov is remaining in control, but I think he's really thinking of finish here. And Gary is pushing him back with his hips, but Labasanov is staying busy enough. Gary striking from the bottom.
Yeah, and the same as in the first round. If this goes on for more than 30 seconds, I think they should. I think they are going to stand fighters up again.
I want to see them standing up again, because to me, when they were standing up, they were delivering a lot of action, but right now it's slowed down. I mean,
Gary's talking.
But Gary's getting punched also.
Yeah, not smart. He's got to work.
Yeah, but he's imploring the guy to hit him. Look at this. Gary's saying, hit me. But that's not going to win points. Maybe he's trying to get him to punch himself out.
Yeah, it's never smart to do a thing like that. I mean, rope-a-dope we know, but here there is no rope-a-dope.
Because in a rope-a-dope, you got your hands up. Muhammad Ali, when he fought George Foreman with a rope-a-dope, kept his hands up. There, Gary's trying to open himself up and then bring his hands back to block the punch. but Labasanov is not buying into it. He's not letting Gary get him rattled, get emotional. He's staying ice cold like another Russian that we know of from Ukraine, and that's Igor Bokshanshin. This guy's got a right hand sort of like Igor, that overhand right.
Yeah, only Igor a little bit more pinpointed than this.
Yeah, Igor. No, to be sure, Igor is definitely a better puncher than Achmed Labasanov. But Labasanov, I want to see him stand up again.
Yeah, Gary should try to roll him to the left right now. The left for Larry, Gary, that is.
Now he gave up half guard and half mount now. So, can Labasanov go again for Gary's left leg, or will Gary keep him locked up?
Yeah, I don't think Labasanov is going to do the same mistake. I don't think he's going to go for a leg. If he's goes for a leg, he probably will go for a knee.
He's trying to squeeze Gary here. Look what he's doing.
Yes.
He's trying to
front choke. Yeah, this is easy to escape too.
Yeah, exactly. You just turn your head, correct?
Yeah, to the left or to the right.
It's the fine points, boss. That's why you are the color commentator of the mixed martial arts.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fight Professor of the mixed martial arts.
Okay, and there it was. You know, Labasanov is pulling ahead now, but the third round is the one that both these guys need to establish dominance, because right now this fight is up for grabs, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Gary knows this game, and he played it a long time. He looks very fresh. If you look here, Labasanov is tired. Gary walked back, claiming that, oh, I'm fresh. So he will come out now. He probably knows the way the jury counts here in the Pride, that whoever finishes strongest is going to win the fight. So he's going to throw everything out he has right now.
I'll tell you, Labasanov is really happy to be here in Frye. This is his Pride debut. And there's that low kick by Gary, and the guy checked it a little bit, but ate a lot of it on his calf. Gary went again and blasted that low kick. And Labasanov trying to counter, trying to connect with, but it's the left hook, which is not the punch you want to try when the guy throws the right low kick. Although he did catch Gary a little bit with that left hook, but he swings a little bit too wide.
Yeah, he should follow it up with a right straight. You see here?
Yeah, because Gary is moving clockwise into a right hand, but Labasanov is throwing that left hook.
Now, let's hold. Good action.
Well, Gary, when he was laying on his back, was talking a lot to Ahmed Labasanov, taunting him. He was saying, "What do you got?" And look at him right here. He's really saying that with his whole body language. It looks like a great big Vanderlei. Right?
Yeah, big black Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah. And Labasanov is probably saying, well, let me rest for a while.
Yeah, you better watch out, Gary. You cannot get too excited because he's going to walk straight into a takedown.
Either that or a right hand.
Yep.
I mean, this guy can punch a little bit, but to be sure, Akhmed is not quite Roy Jones yet.
Yeah, flat uppercut control here. And he restarts the fight.
Gary coming in with a right hand lead, which missed. Another right hand lead, and Gary gives up a takedown because that was a textbook body lock.
Yeah, and this is not very smart.
No, because we're back in the same pattern.
Yep.
Gary's going to lose the fight unless he does something here, because he could talk to Labasanov, but he's not going to win the fight by talking to him. He's got to do something. He's got to hurt him. He's got to go for a submission. He's got to reverse this position. If I were the referee, I would give him about 30 seconds more in this position, and if they don't land a significant punch or a submission attempt, get them back to their feet.
Exactly my thoughts. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes, Pasito.
Yeah, there are no lawyers, so there's no talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Gary got to move. He's got to move. He's got the half. Oh no, the butterfly guard.
He's got a butterfly guard. He could sweep this guy, or at least try to.
Yeah, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. And there I go again with my saying from Holland, if you don't shoot, you always miss.
Well, Gary's corner man, Tom Erickson, is saying get busy, otherwise he's going to get a yellow card for lack of activity. And Gary tried to sweep, and Gary's spinning around, going for the foot here, and getting on. That was nice. Now Gary on top, almost into a triangle. He's got to get out of that move. Gary in the side mount. Now Gary is in a position to where he can do damage and even end the fight. But Labasanov is tough, boss.
He's very tough, but Gary showed that he had a lot of stamina left, a lot of fuel left, and if he's smart, He's going to start raining knees now to the body, to the head. I would go and go non-stop.
Because the 5th round is a 5-minute round, so Gary, we're getting close to the halfway point of the round. I agree with you, boss. He's just got to go for broke here. Not necessarily try and stop the man, but pile up enough points to get the judges to say, you won.
That's it. Pushes his head, left knee to the body, right knee, good, under the armpit. He's got to keep doing this. Yeah, and the audience. Don't forget the audience. They want to see it. Nobody wants to see a fight with just people laying on each other. You know, you want to have action, and he can do everything he wants right now with the knees.
Circle to your 69 and stand up.
I would say stand up if you can. Just stand up.
I don't know, because Labasanov threw a few good shots too, you know, and this is playing it safe.
But the thing is, if he stood up and Labasanov was slow getting up, we could soccer kick him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because this is right
That's
there.
It.
Good right knee, right to the front of the face again by Gary Goodridge. Gary squeaking back into control. Labasanov does seem to be gassing.
This is it. If Gary continues like this, he might stop the fight.
If he could get some distance, just go pop, throw a combination. That's it, Gary. Gary is going for broke here.
Throw a knee, throw a left knee to the body.
I think Labasanov should throw a right knee to Gary Goodridge. He's wide open. Labasanov should counter with a right knee here.
Stand up and drop some knees to his face.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. I did it.
I know you did it to Kevin Randall, and then Maurice Smith did it to Mark Coleman. And the guy from the bottom isn't just static there taking punches. He can strike back with the knees. Oh, look at this! Back up Labasanov. And Gary looks a little bit less in the gas department. Labasanov with a bad mouse under his right eye.
Now, whoever's going to get now the takedown is going to move. No.
Gary's out of gas. Gary's really out of gas. He just fell down.
He should have never given this up.
No, because now Labasanov, if he got busy here, he could possibly end the fight.
1 minute.
Gary does not have Labasanov's arms locked up. Labasanov should sit up and start throwing punches.
As hard as he can.
That's right, because he's just laying on it. Gary doesn't have his overhook, nothing. He's got a loose guard, go for the leg, do something.
Yep, they both got to throw out everything they have in order to win this fight. Right now, it's going to be difficult to call.
Well, Labasanov missing, but I still think that Gary did enough early in the match, but we've seen stranger decisions. Okay, Gary with a half butterfly. Is he going to sweep? He should try to at least, because now that Labasanov's base is narrow, Gary should try for the sweep here.
Yeah, because if he would manage to sweep him, that will give him the victory right there.
Labasanov winging punches. Is it enough, though? We're coming down to a cliffhanger here. Has Labasanov done it? Okay, there's the end of the round. I don't know, boss. Who won that fight?
I don't know. Like I always say, every show pretty much, maybe a couple of times. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's not liver shot. I do not want to be a jury. It's a very tough job.
A jury? Well, will you be a judge instead of the jury? Or just a bailiff?
I'm sorry, a judge.
Or will you be the executioner? Well, I'm going to be the judge, jury, and executioner and go out on a limb and say Gary Goodridge won this fight. The flurry at the beginning of the round right here did more damage. And as Matt Hume, our sometimes guest judge behind the broadcast booth, has said, damage points do count for something. Labasanov did not land clean shots, but Gary Goodridge right there with that knee, that may have been enough to win the fight.
Yeah, that knee was beautiful. Yeah, he probably won the fight, but it's too bad that that he got the last takedown, Labasanov, that he took Gary down.
Yeah, because Gary just fell down. He just gave it to him. And here we go to the judges. a split decision. Gary Goodridge has squeaked out a very tough and hard-fought split decision victory over Akhmed Labasanov. But Labasanov did pretty good. He's probably going to go on the treadmill a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he and we said it before, so the people were right. He said that's kind of his problem, his stamina. And that's, look at this. Two guys are posing. What is he doing here?
Well, that's his brother in the ring right there. And Gary gets the trophy, spares the ring girl a big sweaty hug.
Thank God.
Tom Erickson administering the sunglasses. Gary surrounded by his corner man, Paul Minhouse, right there with the Gary Goodridge t-shirt on. And Gary with the pride. And there, Labasanov has nothing to be ashamed of because he fought one of the legendary figures here at the Pride Fighting Championships, and Gary Goodridge, that man. And he did well. He did reversals. He came out slugging. I would have to say, just get on the treadmill, work on his conditioning, and keep boxing.
Yeah, keep boxing, especially sparring. Because if he would hit people actually on the head, look at this. Whoa.
Because you notice, see the little head movement there. See that? He's using head movement while he's on the bottom. And Gary is back after an 8-month layoff. Newly married and a winner again in the Pride Fighting Championships. One of the most experienced fighters in the Pride Fighting Championships, Gary Goodridge, has now fought in Pride 15 times. Got to be close to the record.
Yeah.
They call him the gatekeeper because a lot of people that come into Pride and are new, because Gary's so experienced, have to fight him, and if they get a win over him, and look, he's been in with the toughest guys in the whole planet. He's been in with Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira, Mark Coleman, Igor Vovchanson twice, Don Frye twice, Marco Ruas, Tom Erickson, and Gilbert Yvel. No one that I can think of, no heavyweight, has had the guts to face that kind of a roster and do so without fear.
Yeah, you know, also the thing is with Gary Goodridge, some of those fights that he fought against, he fought him on a week notice or something, you know, he replaced somebody.
Like Nogueira, because Coleman got hurt in that fight, Gary took the fight, and Nogueira was just smoking everybody. And then Gary said, I'll take the fight. I mean, I'm trying to land a bomb on that guy. Of course, he got triangled out, but he just shrugs his shoulders, gets right back on the horse. Gary Goodridge is a true competitor, and the fans here love him. They love the Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge.
I'm here with the Brazilian killer, Alex Stiebling. Alex, what's up with the name, man? Alex, the Brazilian killer.
I just thought I'd piss everybody off. I thought it was funny. No, the Brazilians they decided that they had a problem with me first, and so I just, you know, they're the best guys out there, and I want to go after them. So I figured if I picked a fight with them, they'd come after me.
Oh yeah, and now the whole country of Brazil is after you, so it actually worked.
I gotta cancel that trip to Rio.
You've got Alex Stiebling, the self-proclaimed Brazilian killer, going up against Anderson Silva from Curitiba, Brazil, one of the best fighters in the Shoot Box Academy.
I don't know about the Shoot Box Academy. These guys know everything. They're devastating strikers. They know their game on the ground. They know how to take people down. They know how to avoid the takedown. From what I hear here, Anderson Silva is a real tough fighter. So I don't know what Alex is going to do. He took the fight on the short day notice, but he's been training hard too. He's a very good submission guy, and he's been training hard, very hard on striking. Okay, and the keys to success in this fight, you think is going to be stand up or is it going to be the ground?
For me, the key to success is just simply going to be, you know, since I haven't had as much time to train on this one, is the conditioning. And when my condition fails, I'm going to have to gut it out. I'm going to have to use my heart, and I'm going to have to use my spirit to get this one done, because this guy's not going to quit. I know that. He's not going to quit for anything.
Okay, now last question. I want you to react on the name actually, Mrs. Rose.
Mrs. Rose. Mrs. Rose is the most beautiful kindergarten teacher I've ever seen in my life. They call her the fairy teacher. And as soon as I get back to LA, I'm going to be taking boss's kids to school every day and volunteering there for the lunch lady duty and all that stuff just to just to get a look at her.
So what do you think? No, actually, what do you hope that Mrs. Royce thinks of you?
Oh, she wants to shag.
Shag you rotten?
Shag me rotten.
And now for the third match.
Okay, and look who I have joining me at ringside, but none other than the babyface assassin, UFC heavyweight champion, Josh Barnett. Welcome to the broadcast, Josh.
In the blue
I'm very pleased to be here.
And Josh will be working with me here at ringside because Masruk is going to be cornering Alex Stiebling in place of Psychosem, Alex's trainer who couldn't make it here. Josh, this man coming in the ring, Anderson Silva from the Shootbox Academy, comes from a strong heritage of strikers who can grapple.
I agree. And it's been really evident that they've been able to adapt their Muay Thai style to specifically no holds barred and make it work really effective, not to mention they're pretty good dancers.
Yeah, pretty good dancers indeed. Look at this guy. Is he going to fall down to some breakdancing? I don't think so because that rail is... look at this.
It's your birthday.
Well, that's a great warm-up. Instead of maybe doing a white crew, you could do the Michael Jackson.
Why not?
Anderson Silva ordinarily competes at 170 pounds, and he was the first man ever to beat Hayato Sakurai and take away his Shungo title. They say he's got the best jab in mixed martial arts.
And, I would almost be inclined to agree with him because that jab of his caused a lot of frustration for Sakurai and could cause even a lot of frustration for Stiebling because even though he is moving up in weight, he has very long arms and is really pinpoint accurate with that jab.
There's been a lot of excitement about this man fighting here in the Frye Fighting Championships. And at 27 years old, do you think that he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders to uphold the tradition of Vanderlei Silva and even Pele Landi?
That's a good question, but I don't ever think I've seen a shoot box guy not come in with that same attitude, and I don't think that he thinks he has anything to prove or necessarily uphold. I just think for them it's just another day in the park. This is just business as usual.
His trainer, who was in his corner tonight, Josemar Pedrigo, said that Anderson Silva is the best technician at the Shootbox Academy, and that's saying a lot.
I agree.
Hey, he's doing the Vanderlei thing. Only he's doing it fast, though. And I'm telling you, there's some serious fire in the air about this man. Uh-oh! Am I in Bangkok or am I in Tokyo?
Maybe better step in the ring, huh?
He's coming out to Thai classical music. Obviously a tribute to his trainer, Psychosem, who's not here, but Masruk is. And look at him. He's coming out with a wide groove. He's got the robe. He's got everything.
He is geared to go. Maybe we're going to see kind of a Thai fight out here if maybe he wants to keep it on the feet the whole time.
Or it may just be a smoke screen for it. Maybe Anderson Silva's thinking, oh, he's going to do a Thai fight, and he might just come out and just shoot right away. And Anderson probably going to think because of the whole, Muay Thai get-up.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex Stiebling gave himself the nickname in the last Frye Fighting Championship of Brazilian Killer, and he came out with a t-shirt with all these red handprints, orange hair. He had on the back of his t-shirt, "Voice Food." And I think that really riled up the entire country of Brazil. And now, his next fight in, he's fighting a guy from Brazil, but a striker.
Well, I think if anyone has some pressure, it might be Stiebling to carry on this tradition of defeating Brazilians, but I don't know if he really understood just even by calling out Royce. He riled up a whole country, possibly.
Yeah, one thing that we've seen happen in the Pride Fighting Championships, Gilbert Yvel at one point came into the ring when he fought Vitor Belfort and wore a Brazilian soccer t-shirt and ended up backfiring because Vitor pounded him into a unanimous decision. But I think that Alex Stiebling has got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Took the fight on 2.5 days' notice, folks. Wow. That says a lot about his will to fight.
He definitely must be feeling pretty good. He's probably in some decent shape if he's going to come in on a shorter notice. It's a very interesting fight. There's a lot of different factors involved in this that we're just going to have to see him in the ring.
In the ring, Alex, the Brazilian killer, Stiebling. Is he going to do a white crew? Nope.
Kept it short.
Kept it nice and short.
That was the summarized version. That was
the summary, the abbreviation.
The Cliff Notes version of White Crew.
Right. In parentheses, to boot. Anderson Silva came into this fight at 187 pounds. He's as lean can be, Josh.
Yes, he is. One advantage he has, at least in moving up in weight, is that he is incredibly tall at his previous weight class. So I don't know if height will be much of a problem, but.
And he's going to be facing that man, Alex Stiebling. Alex Stiebling does have Brazilian killer in the front of his trunks. Once again, when he's got Muay Thai trunks, is he going to try and stand up to Anderson Silva?
He might be inclined to feel like he's got something to lose, so I think we're at least going to see a little bit of a throwdown today.
I think we're going to see a stare. This is a good stare down. Shootbox guys, especially Vandalay, have got the stare downs of the stare downs. And here we go. I understand that Anderson Silva starts patiently. He doesn't come out blazing like his teammates Pele or Vandalay. We'll see if Alex will come out blazing, but Alex only 2.5 days notice. He was training a little bit. He probably want to conserve on his energy.
Yeah, especially for this first round, since it is 10 minutes long.
They're starting like a traditional Thai fight. Usually in Thailand, they give away the first 2 rounds as the feel-out round, and the busy rounds are the 3rd and 4th round. But this is the Pride Fighting Championships. So there is no tradition of the feel-out round because you can come out blazing, but it looks like both these men are going to measure each other.
I think each one is a little curious of the other as to what sort of stand-up they can bring to the table. I'm sure Alex, for all the work he's been doing, and Anderson, the fact that Alex is representing Muay Thai.
Well, Anderson just switched to southpaw. Now, he came out orthodox with the left foot in front, and that surprised me because everyone said it was his right jab that was the... Oh, good straight left there by Anderson Silva. And he's got some good, accurate punches there.
Straight down the pipe.
Sort of like a mixed martial arts version of Tommy. Oh, left kick! Alex underhooks. Gets him down.
Alex is working the pass.
Alex is bleeding. Anderson looks like he's in a bad position to be kneed here. He wants to get out of that position. Stiebling on top in the guard. We saw that now. Okay, Stiebling is cut. Stiebling is cut. And it was from punches. Anderson Silva with extremely accurate punching at the beginning of that round opened up a pretty nasty gash there, and it may have been the high kick too that helped along that gash.
Yeah, possibly the shin may have hit him right on the edge of the bone and cut him right open.
Right there. Yes, it was the shin kick, as you said, Josh. It was not the foot, it was the shin. A beautiful left high roundhouse kick. Alex dropped his hand and ate the kick. He did get the takedown. The doctor's looking at Stiebling. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty cut. The fight is over!
Wow.
The fight is over!
One kick and it's...
What an impressive victory for Anderson Silva.
Pinpoint accuracy.
I think, not to take anything away from Silva's victory, you wonder what Stiebling would do if he had 6 weeks' notice.
Maybe would have been a little more, maybe more focused, a little more ready for anything to come his way.
But I'd be willing to agree with Hujimar Federico, the trainer of Anderson Silva, right now in the four-corner clinch, that Anderson Silva is the best technician, at least standing. His technique was beautiful. His straight right, his straight left, his high kick, everything landed right on the button.
Very crisp, very accurate. It was almost like poetry in motion.
Okay, it was a doctor's stoppage TKO victory for that man there in the white trunks. Anderson Silva going over to congratulate Stiebling for giving Stiebling is a mess, but Stiebling gives a hug. There's no bad blood there about the Brazilian killer thing. Anderson Silva giving him the respect. 1 minute, 23 seconds. Wow, I want to see this guy again. There he is with his trainer, Hujimar Federico. Look at this high kick, Josh. That was a shot, gave up the takedown, and the blood started to flow there. He didn't even try for the triangle choke. Alex dropped his hand, tried to counter the left kick with the left hook, came up short. So let me ask you, Josh, how do you like the experience here at the Pride Fighting Championship?
I love it. It has been incredible from start to finish, and they've treated me very well. The fans are really into it, really knowledgeable, and the fights have been excellent so far.
Well, you are definitely one of the top 5 heavyweights in the world. I mean, I think that your victory over Randy Couture proved that you're the real deal. Any designs of the Pride Heavyweight Championship?
It's definitely in my eye. That's the next step for me, I feel. So since Nogueira is considered the #1 heavyweight in the world and I'm #2 by a lot of people, it's kind of like the new football system, matching up #1 and #2 in the nation, or in the world in this case, and seeing who comes out on top.
Like World Cup, like right now we got the World Cup going on, and that would be a tremendous battle. I would love to see you with Nogueira. There's so many great fights for you, but it has been an absolute pleasure, to have you in the broadcast booth. I'm sure that Boss is consoling Alex Stiebling right now, but what do you think that Anderson Silva at 187 pounds, and that's a great division. I mean, that's the same division as Sakuraba, Frank Shamrock,
Bustamante.
Bustamante. Oh, that'd be great because you got the Brazilian top team and the Shoebox Academy. They got that natural rivalry.
That can make for an exciting fight.
This guy right here, my eyes are on him. I was really impressed with his technique,
and he's proven that he can even hang with the weight gain that he's made. I mean, sometimes people it changes their fighting style, but it's still the same old Anderson.
Well, one thing is for sure, if you're at 185, 187 pounds, you might want to get this guy on the deck quick.
I agree. Or you're going to be hitting the deck, that's for sure.
So many talented guys. Well, Josh, it's been an incredible pleasure to have you at ringside. Thanks a lot, and please come again.
You're very welcome. I much enjoy it.
Josh Barnett, the babyface assassin, UFC heavyweight champion. Thank you very much.
In this next one, we've got Jeremy Horn from the USA versus Gilbert Hurricane Yvel from Holland.
Oh, yes. This is going to be one of the best fights of the night. That's what I feel, what I think about it. Gilbert has been working on submissions a lot. He's a devastating striker. Jeremy Horn is the submission artist. He's also improving constantly on striking. But for him, in order to win the fight, I think he's got to take the fight to the ground. But we also have a little bit of a difference here between being a good guy and between being a bad guy.
A number of fighters have stated on the record and even during a Pride broadcast that they think that you are a dirty fighter and that you are a bad guy. What's your opinion of that?
Yeah, that's stupid. Why am I a bad fighter? Why? Tell me why.
No, I'm not asking you.
Yeah, but why? Because I was fighting and my finger slipped in somebody's eye. There's the more versatile things in life than that. You know what I think? I think they're afraid of me because the only one who ever submit me in a fight is Igor Volchansky. And I was on ground with, what's his name, Frye. I almost got him in an armbar. I think they're a little bit afraid of me, you know, like when we go, we don't want to stand up with him because he's hitting hard, kicking hard, punching hard, doing everything. And on the ground, he's difficult to submit. So I think they're a little bit afraid, talking trash about me. And yeah, I know they don't like me because I'm a very nice guy. I'm a really nice guy.
Do you think he's going to be relatively unpredictable in the ring with you?
I think that's an understatement. He's really wild, really aggressive, and always unpredictable.
What is your prediction on what problems he will present to you?
I don't know. I mean, he's a pretty diverse guy. I guess he's got a lot of things he could cause problems with. He's jumping knees and wild, aggressive punches are always hard to deal with. He's real hard to hold on to on the ground, and you never know, I guess, what his mentality is going to be like in the fight either. He tends to get wild sometimes.
To you, what does the yellow card mean?
Another trophy.
Another trophy?
Yeah, another trophy.
Do you think that you are the world yellow card champion?
Oh, good. Then it's going to be in championships. I'm going to be the #1 for sure. For sure. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you're fighting Jeremy Horn. What's the game plan?
Hurt him.
How?
Finger in his eye or something, I don't know.
Gilbert does have that bad boy reputation. Do you think that intimidates Jeremy Horn at all?
I don't think at all. Jeremy Horn is somebody who's just going to his job. This is his work. He's not intimidated by anybody. He's just going there. He's just there to fight. I saw him in a tough man competition on TV, actually. He just does that for fun. He goes to a tough man competition and just sees how it is to box for 3 rounds against people. You know, the guy just loves to fight.
Gilbert Yvel from the Golden Glory team in Amsterdam, Holland. Lucian Carbine is his trainer. Jeremy Horn.
Now, this is a fight I'm really looking forward to.
Because Gilbert has been training quite extensively with John Lewis in Las Vegas on strictly ground fighting. He's fought in 2 straight grappling tournaments. He won one of them, and I believe he made it into the finals of the other one. But 8 months he's been training on the ground hard?
Yeah, since the last time, I guess. He's been working real hard.
But Jeremy's been on the ground for 15 years. I don't think Gilbert really wants to play around on the ground with Jeremy Horn. I think he wants to turn this into a tie. Oh, good low kick, and Jeremy traps the leg. Gilbert with good balance and a spin around there by Jeremy.
Some good striking to the head. He's holding the ropes again.
Yeah, he's holding the ropes. He's going to get another famous yellow card. And Jeremy, beautiful takedown, boss.
Yeah, textbook right there. Now, Jeremy, knowing Jeremy, he's going to try to pass the guard. And he's going to set something up.
Jeremy's got one of the best arm bars in the business. If there be a criticism on Horn, it's that he takes a little bit too much time to make moves. But with Gilbert Yvel, what do you think Gilbert's game plan is? Do you think he's going to just overhook and trap him and hope that the referee restarts him standing?
That's got to be his game plan. I think if he will go for a submission on Jeremy, he probably is going to give up this position like a straight arm bar. Jeremy will use that to go into the side mount. So I wouldn't do that. I would underhook him, like you said, and hopefully the referee is going to put him back on the feet.
Right now we do have a slowdown in the action. Jeremy going to the body with the left hand, then to the head.
Yeah, I think
they've got to restart it.
Yeah, because this is not good.
Jeremy wants to stay busy, probably wants this fight to stay on the ground, so he's going to continue to chop. Gilbert hasn't landed a single strike. He could at least slap to the ear in this position. Gilbert with the overhook. And Gilbert trying to get away from the side, but to no avail. Gilbert going up top for, what was he thinking about, an armbar?
I don't know. First he tried that the twist Jeremy to the right, no, to the left it was. It didn't work, and then actually he went for an attempt, but we don't know, or an armbar, or maybe even a triangle, but the head wasn't there.
Do you think that Jeremy Horn is going to be setting a trap here for Gilbert?
Yeah. I don't know. Jeremy's so well-rounded, but he's got to put up the pace a little bit, because otherwise the referee's going to stand him up.
Gilbert holding on. He wants this fight standing. And he breaks the guard loose, and Jeremy...
He actually went for a knee bar there.
And Gilbert gets up on his own, and Jeremy with a front half guillotine. Jeremy in the mount, boss.
This is very dangerous. This is where you don't want to have Jeremy Horn.
No, because he can go for an armbar, or if you turn, he can go for a rear naked choke. At least Gilbert got up on his own, though.
Couple punches and right back down.
Jeremy squeezing here, boss.
Yeah, this is the moment for Gilbert to put him to the left, to try to turn him to the left. Yeah, hook the leg and try to twist him to the left. Not anymore. This, if Jeremy stays low like this, it's very difficult. Jeremy's going for a side choke. You see?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But Gilbert's defending.
He's gonna, yes, he's got to press his arm on the ground because otherwise Jeremy's gonna get it. And he's still working for it. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
You know what? Gilbert's got to get out of here. Gilbert's breathing hard, deep breathing, and it looks like he's got it, boss.
No, it's not on. It's not on the side, not totally on.
But he's gonna. You're right. He's not.
Jeremy has to push it a little bit more up and then go to the side of his body. Don't go do it from the mount.
But Gilbert really defended well on the move.
Actually, Gilbert can, yeah, not anymore, but he's going for him there.
He's going for the armbar now.
Knees to the head are allowed, so that's very dangerous too.
6 minutes left, Jeremy, 6 minutes left.
Oh, good knee there. You would have thought that Gilbert Yvel would have been the one who landed the knee, but Jeremy strikes first blood with the right knee.
There you go.
And Gilbert starting to turn. Gilbert getting back up, and Gilbert almost on top. Jeremy Horn looking for
straight armbar.
Going for the armbar.
Yeah.
Gilbert doing everything in his power to get this fight back on the feet.
But you see, it's very strange if Gilbert wants to stand up because his corner is shouting, stand up, stand up. He just stands up, and for some reason it works out all the time. Now Jeremy counter-attacked that again with another takedown, but he should do it again.
It's been all Horn here, folks. Look at Horn scooting away from the ropes.
Yes, very.
That shows his
very
experience.
relaxed.
Horn has fought in cages and rings. He's fought in all different kinds of situations.
Mount again. And he's going for that side choke again. Setting it up now, put the arm up, hitting to the body with the right. Oh, and here we go, an escape. But then dangerous now for a choke.
Going for the choke. Oh, this is a terrible position for Yvel because he's got the hooks in, boss, and he's got the choke. He's got it right there. Gilbert's got to stay loose, and he's got to get back face to face with Jeremy Horn. He's got to turn his body.
He's got to press his shoulder up against his jaw so that Jeremy cannot slip underneath it. He doesn't have it, but he can go for a side choke now if Gilbert is going to turn on his back. That's probably what Jeremy's going to do, it looks like. If Jeremy lets that guard go that he has around to Gilbert, he can go for side choke. That was a good move.
Good, explosive move by Gilbert Yvel. On top, throwing bombs, lands the right hand. Gilbert Yvel back on top. This is pride.
Better watch out for the leg lock here because Jeremy knows his leg locks.
The referee shooting Gilbert very aggressively off the ropes, and it cost Gilbert the position because he was on top. It was a great escape, and he landed some significant strikes to Jeremy Horn.
Yep, and there we go, figure four, reverse figure four.
Yeah, he's going. Is he going to go for the hammerlock? No, he's going knee on belly, and Jeremy Horn getting Gilbert back on the bottom. Wow.
That was some good action.
That was a highlight reel right there for the last minute.
Yeah, but again, I told you, if Gilbert decides to stand up, for some reason he just stands
Action!
up. So I think he's going to recoup a little bit from his last attempt, and he's going to do it again.
Gilbert has come to Japan.
He's going for a leg.
Yeah, Gilbert has come to Japan 25 times, and this is his 22nd fight
Stop!
in
Don't
Japan.
move! Stand up. Same position.
We're going to restart him in the center of the ring now.
Don't put up okay? Or next time you're out.
Yvel, who is on the bottom, still has a grudge against the Pride middleweight champion Vanderlei Silva because he was kicked in the groin, and he contends that that was on purpose, and he would love to have a rematch. But I think there's a weight difference now because Vanderlei's at 205 and Gilbert is somewhere in the range of 225, 230 pounds. So that might not happen, but Gilbert does want a rematch with Don Frye.
Yeah. He did real good in the beginning of the fight against Don Frye until he started poking the fingers in the eye and doing all the things, so he got disqualified. But he actually did real good. He had a flying knee, a few shots, a few good strikes, hands to the head.
Well, Gilbert, never being one to mince words, said that the first time he saw Don Frye, and Don Frye was with the famous UFC veteran Brian Johnston, he said that they looked like Chippendales dancers.
Yeah, and here we go. He turns him again.
That was nice work by Gilbert Yvel. But what can he do with it? Because Jeremy's got a good guard. He's got to be careful if he starts to strike. Jeremy's got the closed guard behind Gilbert's back.
He's going to try to twist Gilbert now to the right or go for that reverse figure four. Triangle choke.
Probably not going to. Gilbert getting into an awkward position, and Jeremy getting him over, and Jeremy on top of the mount. The crowd shows their appreciation. Jeremy pounding away, and Gilbert bucking, and Gilbert blasting away with punches. Yvel, beautiful sprawl there by Gilbert Yvel, but he gives up the takedown, or does he? Yes, he does.
Wow, good action again.
Great action there, great work. Now, he's got a guillotine choke on Jeremy, but there's nothing on there. Part two on the Gilbert-Don Frye situation. Both men want a rematch with each other. And Gilbert had this to say about Don. He said he really looks like one of the village people.
I wouldn't say that before a fight against Don. It could make him mad. We see Jeremy Horn is bleeding, I think, from his ear. Look at this.
Gilbert blasting away, and
now goes for a leg lock here.
It was going for a heel hook, or what? Gilbert doing the right thing and blasting that right hand. And
nice shot underneath the ring there.
He's got to get his leg out of there. Gilbert cannot play the leg game with Jeremy. He should try and pound his way out as he was doing.
He's got to watch out for the reverse figure four here, especially now.
Okay, now both men scrambling up, scrambling to their feet, and Gilbert getting the takedown of Jeremy, flipping him over, and Jeremy on top again. Wow!
Whoa. This is a good fight. This is the end of the round.
What started off as a lackluster first round ended with a lot of banging, a lot of reversals, and it gave the crowd showed their appreciation, and then some.
Wow, Gilbert is back.
Gilbert has proven to be formidable on the ground because he just decided at one point to just let the strikes go, and it took Jeremy right out of the submission game plan.
And every opportunity you see, if he stands up right away, he's going for the strikes. He's playing a real good game, but you see also how seasoned Jeremy is. Look at this. Now he pulled his foot away, and he's going to do the jump. The jump. Oh.
Good thing that roundhouse kick was partially blocked.
Now he's going to jump up.
The stomp kick right here. Boom, that landed, folks.
Jeremy hit for the leg lock.
I think that's what caused the little cut there was the stomp. Here's the roundhouse kick, another angle of the same right hand, and there's the jump, and it landed.
Wow. And look how relaxed Jeremy stays. He's got the poker face.
He was grounding away from the mount, and Gilbert got out, and Gilbert, look at the good defense of Jeremy in the standing, though.
Beautiful sprawl.
And then Gilbert finally gives it up by trying to stack up too quickly, and Jeremy gets a double leg takedown.
Wow. Beautiful first round.
Beautiful, technical first round.
Gilbert looks good. He looks fresh.
He looks fresh indeed, boss. Will the extra weight on Jeremy Horn affect his cardiovascular?
Yeah, because he gained that weight in 3 months, that he said. So his whole body has to adapt to 20 or 25 more pounds. And I don't know if you can adapt to that in 3 months' time. But he's been there.
Well, Gilbert Yvel is coming off a win over his rival from Holland, Bob Schreiber. They fought 3 times, and Gilbert got the final win and TKO'd Bob Schreiber, and that was a 2-hot-to-handle on March 17th. And he's back here in Pride, and there's the knee, and Jeremy grabs the leg. Gilbert spins. Can Gilbert get out? And Jeremy flips him over. Gilbert trying to hustle back up, and Gilbert back on his back.
Yep, and Jeremy right away goes for submission attempts again. Look at this. Yeah, Gilbert should, considering his stamina, he should try to escape right away now. Just start moving, exploding, and get up again like he's doing all the time.
I've got to say, I've seen a lot of growth in Gilbert Yvel as a mixed martial art fighter.
Yeah, this fight really shows a lot of difference with his last fight.
Gilbert was the only person that has ever been choked out by Igor Vovchanchyn, and that was kind of a wake-up call, so to speak, for him to really get into his ground fighting.
Yeah, here we go again, you see? He just turns and he gets up. He is so strong. Look at this.
Soccer kick by Yvel! What's Gilbert doing?
Yeah, the corner said, go away.
Yeah, exactly. Good strategy by the corner. Will we see the flow? Left hook by Horn. Horn going in for the takedown. Gilbert sprawling back. Gilbert should just relax and not give up the takedown. He should stand up like this.
Yeah, he should have cross-faced also.
Yeah, should he have kept his hips low and just waited it out?
I think so, man. I mean, he was in a perfect position, but his hips are scooped out right now, so he can maybe escape it again, the situation. He's doing good all the time. He escapes the situation.
Well, if a fighter has a weakness for being a ground fighter, you're really, really testing yourself by going in against Jeremy Horn in your first fight back after some training in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and doing this well. He's doing very good. He can turn now. He's got a hook with his right foot, Jeremy's left leg, and then twist Jeremy to the right.
But one thing about Jeremy Horn, he's not missed a takedown yet. Every takedown he tried for, he got.
Yep. Yeah, and then when, here we go again.
But he's got the back. But Gilbert proved to be resilient before against the rear naked choke. Is Jeremy going to go for it again? But he may be, not a good position for Gilbert.
No, but it's easy to defend this choke.
Yeah, because, especially with gloves.
Yeah. No, this he shouldn't do.
He shouldn't let the arm get it. Oh, no, not good. Not good at all, because he's going to create pressure to open up the other arm, as he did. And Gilbert, good escape by Gilbert, face to face.
He's going actually for a side choke there, Gilbert. Wow, nice.
Nice defense there by Gilbert Yvel to the rear naked choke of Jeremy Horn.
Yes. And again, now Gilbert should try to turn him to the right.
So far, with the exception of Yvel grabbing the rope 1 or 2 times, he's been the furthest thing away from being a yellow card recipient in this fight. Seems that he's kind of cleaned up his act. I mean, he had the thing where he walked in the ring with a giant yellow card, and he talked about he was king of the yellow cards, but I think he really took it seriously that, it is a sport with rules, and he's got to abide by the rules.
Yeah, he had to, because the audience the last time here in Japan didn't like it. They were booing him, so he thought, I don't want to have that again. The side choke coming up again. But Gilbert knows what's going on. If Jeremy gets the arm up, he should jump to the side of Gilbert.
Gilbert doing everything he can to keep that left arm away from his own neck, and
he's doing good. And he's going to make the turn again. Oh, almost. Now he should turn him to the left, because Jeremy's right arm is there underneath his neck. Now he's going for a side choke on Jeremy, I guess. No, it's not going to work because he's half guard now. Yes.
1 minute left.
1 minute left, folks, in this round 2. Yvel on the bottom, Horn on top.
1 minuutje, Gilbert. Kom op, minder dan een minuut. Kom op, Gilbert. 2 keer achter elkaar bruggen. Nee, laat ze zwaar je krachten maar die minuut als je voelt dat het kan.
A little bit of a slowdown here after a lot of scrambling.
Yeah, he's got to watch out for the knees now, for Jeremy's knees.
Is Jeremy going to go for a key lock here? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But he's not going to hold on to it. Jeremy will do a lot of probing and he's going for the key lock again.
Yeah, and maybe he's going to set it up for the straight armbar on Gilbert's left arm.
But he's got to keep busy. Got to keep busy. 30 seconds left. Mount of position. Horn should just start punching. Yeah. Now, if Gilbert flips him off of him again, it'll be a little too late to really. Oh, Horn. Okay, there it is. That was round 2. Jeremy Horn back on top. Gilbert did some really nice work, but Horn was in control at the end of that round.
Yep.
He wasn't close to submitting Gilbert on anything, but he was trying more things.
Yep, a lot of difference here between the last Gilbert Yvel we saw and the new one. Here we go, some replays.
Okay, Gilbert stacking up and jumping up and going for that soccer kick, and it landed over on the left arm of Horn. Could have been really a nasty kick to eat, especially for the guy who's down.
Yeah, his corner said step away. I would have kicked his legs a little bit there. I would have stayed in that position, kicked Jeremy's legs. Because every, like you said before, every takedown attempt that Jeremy did, he got. But hey, we got round 3, and he still looks real fresh.
Yeah, we've got Gilbert with Mark DeVeerd and Alistair Overeem, and getting toweled off there by Lucian Carpine. Alistair there in the background with the Frye hair.
Yeah, new talent also.
Alistair Overeem, one of the rising stars out of the Holland mixed martial arts scene.
Now, 3rd round, this is going to be it. Who is going to be the best of the 3rd round? Because we know the system here. Whoever finishes strong, the strongest is going to win the fight.
I think both men know that the fight is close and that they have to really, really make a move in this round.
Gilbert looks in phenomenal shape, I have to say.
Yes, he does, but more than just phenomenal shape, it looks to me like he's taking the game of mixed martial arts seriously.
Yeah, last time, you know, we were there, he bought himself a house, a home, he put away his fast car, kept a normal car, he's living a normal life now. Not the fast lane anymore, so that is working really well for him.
We knew the knee was coming, and that landed, and Horn's on his back. Gilbert's going to let him stand up. Are we going to see another flying knee? Because it looked like that knee might have taken some weight out of Jeremy.
Yep.
Jeremy going with his own high kick. Jeremy falling back down to the butt scoop position.
Whoa. I think that knee was a hit.
Oh, another knee. He's got to get out of there. Gilbert's got to keep the sprawl, don't stack up. Don't play the game, get out of the ground. Oh, now this favors Jeremy. Gilbert much more dangerous. Oh, that was exciting.
It looks like the first round.
Like
the
end of the first round, exactly.
Jesus.
But this is going to let Horn get his win back if that knee took some of his win away.
Yeah, Gilbert got to move here now. He's got to turn like he did the times before round 1 and 2. He's got to go.
Yeah, he's definitely got to go, because if Horn gets a position here, Horn's going to think about that key lock and maybe even an arm bar. Oh, he's looking at the arm bar here, boss.
Yep. Very well seen. He's pushing the head already to the side. Yeah, he's got to get out here. And Jeremy should rain knees to the side of Gilbert's body.
And Jeremy getting the mount again. Gilbert comes from the illustrious Golden Glory team. Another one of his teammates, Semmy Schilt, is fighting later tonight. And they've got a real good roster of fighters down there, including Alistair Overeem, Valentine Overeem, Paul Calhoun, and, of course, the Pride, I would say, #1 contender in Heath Herring, one of the best heavyweights. An American transplant to Holland, Heath Herring, also teammate of Gilbert with the Golden Glory team. Jeremy Horn, contrarily, is from Team Militich, and they've got some great champions there. the current UFC welterweight champion Matt Hughes, Pat Miletich, a legend himself, as well as Jens Pulver, former UFC lightweight champion. So we've got two individuals in the ring who've got a lot of great fighters to be around them and train, and Gilbert gets the reversal.
Now you got to watch out. He's not going to get submitted with a triangle because Jeremy's very good at triangle chokes. He's got to pass the guard though. He has to do something now.
Now
Jeremy's going for a sweep here.
Yeah.
And it could be an armbar too. It can be both. If one doesn't work, he can go for the other.
But Gilbert, don't forget, folks, the Pride Fighting Championships has been licensed in the state of Nevada. Yes, that means Las Vegas. And we are totally excited about that. It's a real big step for mixed martial arts. And also, don't forget to tune in pay-per-view for one of the greatest martial arts spectacular. And Horn grabs the leg. Horn working for that takedown, but is he hurt? No, maybe not. Horn gets the takedown. As I was saying before, folks, on pay-per-view. And we're not going to tell you a lot of details. We're going to let it be a surprise, but I can guarantee you this. It's going to have 80,000 people in Japan at the Tokyo National Stadium. And it's going to be one of the greatest martial arts extravaganzas that you've ever seen. We're going to call it Shockwave. It's going to be available to you on pay-per-view September 1st of this year. So stay tuned for more information. You can get more information on the Pride Fighting Championships website at www.pridefc.com. Yvel on the bottom, Horn on top. I'm Stephen Quadros. I'm the fight professor next to my partner, El Guapo, Boss Root.
Yes. Gilbert should move here because we got 1 minute left in the fight. Jeremy's pushing his arm. Yes, this is what Gilbert should do. He should explode. And again, this fight's going to be very tough to call.
Oh, extremely tough. I don't like draws, but I don't know. Both men have done great work in this fight, but it's a tough one. A lot of the things that we say here are statistical information, like dates, times, and things. And I'd like to take this time to thank a few individuals for helping me with my statistics. Jeff Sherwood of Sherwood.com, James Firth, and Ryan Graham have been an invaluable help to me. Gilbert pounding away, trying to get busy here.
Yep, but this is a very smart move from Jeremy. Go to the side mount, pass the guard. So this probably the eyes of the judges.
The jury, you were going to go there again.
Say it again.
I object, Your Honor.
It's going to give him the victory.
I don't know who won this fight.
Yep, me neither.
I really do not know, and it's going to be a heartbreaking thing for the loser because both guys gave pretty tremendous performances. But you know the thing is, at the end, it didn't seem like either guy was really trying to close the show.
No, they were just brawling away with punches and laying. But, I mean, it had to be because the first 2 rounds were high intensity. At the beginning of round 3 was also. Look at this.
Here's the knee, and that had to hurt. Oh,
ooh, to the solar plexus there.
Oh, man. Jeremy's got a lot of heart to just get away from that. And he bought some time there by going to his back. Here it is again. Boom. Folks, you don't want to eat that for breakfast or lunch or dinner or any time. Gilbert Yvel's knees are infamous. I was going to say legendary, are infamous in this business. Gilbert coming over, and here we go to the judges. Any predictions, boss?
Oh, no, I can't say. I really don't know.
Judge Matto, Jeremy.
For Jeremy.
Judge Arachi, Jeremy.
Jeremy Horn has out-grappled Gilbert Yvel and won a unanimous decision. But I got to tell you, this in a way is not a setback for Gilbert Yvel.
Not at all.
Because, like I said before, if you're weak in the ground department, and a lot of people thought Gilbert was before this fight, going in against a guy like this, one of the best ground fighters in the business, and doing what he did, the reversals, it's in a way, this loss is a victory in some ways. Jeremy Horn getting a big victory, really going to probably contemplate whether he wants to stay at heavyweight or maybe go back down to 205. Gilbert really just needs to do more of the same of what he has been doing.
It If he does that, it's going to be a very tough person to beat. What a good performance.
It would really be interesting to see what Jeremy Horn had to say about his fight with Yvel. If he thought that Gilbert had a lot more threat. And Gilbert leaving with his yellow card, boss. Of course, he didn't get a yellow card this time. He grabbed the ropes once or twice in the first round, but as I said before, he fought a really clean fight.
Yep, the first time for everything. Shaking hands over Vanderlei.
Vanderlei, the man he holds a grudge to.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a good performance. This knee was a beautiful knee.
Well, one of the things that really impressed me here, other than Jeremy Horn's absolute mastery of transitional jiu-jitsu, was Yvel's ability to restart the fight himself without the referee. Being on the bottom and getting up his own himself. A great technical match. Really interested to see what both of these gentlemen are going to go to now. There he is, the winner, Jeremy Horn.
Renzo, you're fighting Shungo Oyama. What problems is he going to present?
Here we are again. I really don't know what kind of problems he can bring, but I know he can bring a lot of problems. And I hope I'm ready to deal with them.
Renzo Gracie versus Shungo Oyama. Brazil versus Japan. Now, Gracie comes from a jiu-jitsu background, but Shungo Oyama trained with you, boss.
He did, but he trained only 2 times with me, and I taught him only a right straight. And what do you know? His next fight, he knocked the guy out with a right straight. So if he got taught by somebody else with a left hook or a liver shot, and he really trained on it, this guy can be a big problem for Renzo.
Yeah, but what Shungo Oyama has really got is athleticism. But what Gracie has got is beautiful jiu-jitsu skills, and he's got recently upgraded stand-up skills. So I think Gracie is going to take this one. Who do you think is your biggest threat in a future match in Pride?
I believe everybody's getting so good now and so well prepared. Everybody's a tough fight. You can't say that you're going to get in there and get an easy fight. And as a fighter, I don't believe I can pick someone up. I believe all of them are very hard, and anyone that the promoters put in the ring with you, it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Okay, I have one name, and I want you to say whatever you want after I say the name. Alex Stiebling.
Oh, the Brazilian killer. I would love to match up with him, definitely. You know, I asked Pride to maybe set me up with him, but it was a little, they said that maybe in the near future. And maybe he has one more Brazilian to kill, and it will be a pleasure to be facing him across the ring.
He's very popular. Getting rid of his gi now. That was a big surprise. He kept it on.
Renzo Gracie has been described as the greatest fighter in the Gracie family. A lot of people think that Hickson is also. But Renzo is probably the most active fighter in the Gracie family, for sure, as far as mixed martial arts.
Yes, and he fought everybody. He takes every fight.
Yeah, he fought Kazushi Sakuraba. He beat Maurice Smith. He beat Oleg Taktarov. He did lose to Sakuraba, and he also lost to Dan Henderson. And he won his last fight in not a terribly exciting fight against Michiyoshi Ohara. Renzo Gracie, a former 2-time world champion in Abu Dhabi and also a 2-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion in 1993-94. Renzo's about 890 pounds in this fight, but he says that there's nobody in the world that can beat him at 167 pounds.
Yeah, which is his natural weight.
Yeah, because he's always fighting guys that are bigger than him, and this is no change from that. Shungo Oyama, the southpaw, against Renzo Gracie, spinning back kick. Wow. Look at this, trying for the, what is that, crescent kick? Impressive. Hey, your kung fu is pretty good. Why don't you teach me? Shungo really coming out loose with the kicks. He's just got to land one. Yeah, that's the 4th one he missed.
Whoa!
Good move by Renzo.
High kick.
The guy starts clowning, kick him in the head. Of course, it missed 2.
But I never expected Renzo to come with a high kick. It was beautiful. It was a good kick.
Yes, it was. Okay, that was the fifth kick that Shungo missed, and Renzo getting the body lock and the trip, and a little rope grabbing there by Oyama to avoid the takedown. And Oyama on his back via a Renzo Gracie trip slam.
Side mount there. Can Renzo keep him down? Yes, he can.
And Shungo's going to use a lot of energy getting back up.
The guard. Now, this is not what we want to see with two submission guys.
No, because this could have a real slowdown.
Yep.
And the crowd, although they're into it at the moment, could get restless.
Renzo already looking over his shoulder, which foot is up, so I think he's going to try to pass it.
There's one thing I really like about fights here in Japan. Now, when the fight slows down, you can hear a pin drop inside Thomas Super Arena.
Yep, it's very handy for your cornerman, so you can hear your cornerman too.
Yeah.
Normally, when I fought in America, I couldn't hear my cornerman because they were shouting. People were shouting so loud.
I've had some of the fighters tell me they can hear me and they listen to me for instructions.
Oh, it is here, but it's here in Pride.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I think one of the things point I was trying to make is that when they get really quiet, they have a real deep appreciation of the finer points and the techniques of mixed martial arts here in Japan. It's not just a blue-collar sport. White-collar people across the board really appreciate mixed martial arts here in Japan.
Yep, you put it exactly there. Okay, nice.
Renzo keeping busy.
Yeah, he did good, but Oyama was wide open there for body shots. So maybe he should work his way up to the head through the body. That's like we said. This could be very slow if they stay in this position. So the referee got to put him up.
Renzo had an interesting remark to make about the internet. He says it's crazy. It's for little kids.
No. It is. It is because a lot of little kids are on it. And they're saying strange things. Here we see Oyama. Oh, no, not anymore. He put a foot on his hip there, on Renzo's hip, but then he realized that his guard was open and maybe Renzo could pass the guard, so he closed it again. That's very smart. Renzo should throw right straights here, right hooks to the body, I mean.
Shungo Oyama probably wants this fight back on his feet, but we didn't see any of his boxing. He's been training a lot with Hironaka over there in Okinawa. Hironaka was a former world champion of boxing. He knocked out Edwin Rosario in Mexico to win the title. And Shungo's also been training with Sakuraba. Not a bad guy to train on the ground with.
Probably the best guy to have here in Japan.
Kazushi Sakuraba, definitely the master of submissions, a legend here in Pride.
Looks like Oyama wants to trap that arm, maybe go for an arm bar, which would not be, a smart idea. Whoa, look at this.
Shungo trying for an escape, Renzo having nothing doing. We're getting into the slowdown that we had predicted. Two submission guys, Renzo grinding away, but Shungo moving back and away from those punches. Not a lot landed there.
Yeah, plus his hands are wide up also. Renzo should try to hit the body.
That landed.
That was good.
Don't forget, folks, September 1st, and that is Labor Day weekend. Set your BCRs. If you go on vacation for Labor Day weekend, do set your BCRs because you don't want to miss the hugest martial arts extravaganza ever in Shockwave. Available on pay-per-view. That's right, folks. September 1st, Labor Day weekend. Set your BCRs.
No, ref.
They got to stand them back up.
Yeah, that's...
Stand them back up.
That was quite a good technique. Looking back and then attack with the right straight to the head.
It's the Captain Kirk technique. Over there. Bam.
Yeah. My father told me when I was a little boy to do things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So your dad was a strategist. He's the one who created the El Guapo system.
The El Guapo system, yeah. Distraction. He said, pull your leg up and then hit him in the head.
Well, I think you did that with Maurice Smith when you were taken down. And he said, wait, wait, wait. And he looked at me like, what? And then you stood back up. Thanks.
Yeah, that was beautiful. You know, what was that all about?
I used to have guys chase me when I was a little kid.
Break!
I'd run real fast, and then just duck down, and they'd go flying over me. Hey, look at this!
They put him up.
As we predicted, it's a restart, standing.
Yellow
card here for Shungo Oyama. That does mean 10% of his person will go back to the organization, and he will be at a disadvantage in the scoring. He's behind on points now, so if he does have any boxing skills, he's got to come out and throw bombs here.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because they don't judge by rounds. So, I mean, do the yellow cards, they count, of course, that over the whole fight.
I think Shungo's only chance here is to win by a knockout, because if they go to the ground, he's not going to be able to out-grapple Renzo.
No, it's going to be exactly the same thing that we've seen.
We're seeing a lot of shadow boxing here by Oyama. And Renzo with a high kick, slipped on his back. Oyama trying to take advantage. Oyama should just back up and go back to standing. He shouldn't play this game. According to an official ringside, they both got a yellow card for starting, which is actually very interesting. And Renzo gets restarted again.
Renzo should go for the right straight to the body.
Do you think that Renzo has become tentative over the last year or so?
It always happens with a seasoned fighter, you know. The older you get, the more time you're going to take and make better setups. But it's a kind of same style fighter. Here it goes again with a striking attempt, and then now he's on the bottom. Striking attempt and then for the takedown, but it doesn't work. And like you said, Oyama's got to keep it on his feet. And the start good call from the referee here.
Fight!
The first time I ever saw Renzo Gracie, he won an 8-man tournament in the United States called the World Combat Championships, and he was dominant there with his jiu-jitsu. But he also punched a couple guys pretty well in that. But he seems a little tentative to exchange here with the punches.
Yeah, probably so that little video clip they were running over Oyama that he was boxing. Yeah, he should pull right straight.
Yeah, he's leaning his head back. And, and look, Oyama motioning, come on, let's trade. Oyama wants to trade. Oyama is moving forward now. Oyama may be trying to uncork that left hand. Oh! Right high kick by Oyama, partially blocked by the tilting head of Renzo Gracie.
Renzo should throw left into the head and the right straight to the body.
Like I said, boss, Renzo seems tentative here. He seems to be run out of options, and if he can't take Oyama down, I think Oyama should have, that's a mistake. Oyama should just try and do a stand-up fight here.
Yes, and that's what he's doing right now. Because he also was sweating, especially Oyama. It's getting really difficult now for him to take him down. He's slipping out of everything, it looks like.
Yeah. Oyama definitely wants to, he should just stay with boxing, stay with kickboxing.
It's a good front kick. It hits at the right moment.
It's more of a push than a damaging technique, though.
Yeah,
spinning back kick there by Oyama, and that cracked him a little bit. It wasn't. Oh, Renzo going with his own back kick. Shungo, the one moving forward here. Renzo going for the single leg. Shungo sprawling back. And defending the takedown very well. Renzo didn't even try to pull guard out of that. Renzo with another front kick. Neither man doing any damage with punches. Now what's this?
I don't know. It's like the pre-movement of a third straight thing. Back fist. It looked like he was setting him up for a back fist.
Well, but Shungo has been really out of range on most of his strikes here standing. When they did get into a punching exchange, he was the better of the two, and they caused Renzo to go back. But I don't think he's got quite the confidence he needs, but I really think he should take it right to Renzo right now.
Yeah, just go there with strikes. Renzo should keep attacking him with the right straights to the body. I've really left him to that, right straight to the body. It would be a good way to keep him off. What Renzo also is doing, the front kick, is also a good way to keep him off. A takedown is going to be very difficult.
Here's the high kick. And Renzo turned his head, otherwise that could have really done some damage. Caught him on the ear, and Renzo motioning, hey, come on. That was a foot kick. It wasn't quite the Anderson Silva shin kick we saw earlier.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of a toe ear kick, toe to the ear.
Good form, a little slow.
Good for a cauliflower ear like this.
But at least it landed.
Yeah.
Well, he did good. Shungo threw a number of shots in that round that were just way wide and long of the target. I think rather than showing off, he's got to try and do some damage with his punches.
Yep, like you said, how long has he been training on boxing, we don't know, and it takes a lot. If you're a judo practitioner, you gotta really box 2 times a day, trust me, and spar a lot. And a lot of people don't do that. They keep with them, they stay with their own style. They do boxing maybe 3 times a week. But it makes only difference if you're gonna do it every day, preferable 2 times a day.
Well, even though there was not a lot of damage points done in that round, it seemed that Oyama was definitely getting stronger.
Yes, he was growing into this fight. Could be the age difference also here, huh?
Second down.
What is the age difference? Let's see.
Okay, second round coming up.
7 years.
Yeah. Renzo Gracie at 35 years old, like you said, guys. But 7 years on the youngin in there, and Shungo Oyama. Inside low kick, causing more posing by Oyama.
Yeah, but it will be good for Renzo to keep doing it. There's obviously that knee protection there. It's not for nothing.
Hook kick missing.
That is perfect.
Well, we heard that sound, didn't we?
It sounded a little high, that it was higher, you know?
Yeah, I got that sound. Which means that he caught the protected cup of Oyama unintentionally, because Renzo is definitely one of the cleaner fighters in the sport. A true gentleman in and out of the ring. Right hand there by Renzo, but Renzo seems reluctant to want to box or to trade with Oyama, and Oyama continues to shadow box on the outside.
Yeah, what to do. Renzo should keep throwing that low kick inside low kick. Maybe set it up with a left straight to the head. That's a very good combination there. Should do that again. Right straight to the body, left hook to the head.
Here's the problem. Both men are relatively new at boxing, so they're loading up on every punch. They're not setting up a power punch with a fake punch, a jab, or something like that. So they're not really landing anything because the guy can see their punches coming a mile away. Shungo should back up. He shouldn't play the ground game with Renzo. Renzo wants this. Shungo should back up.
Yeah, but he's not going to go to the ground. The only thing he's doing is kicking the legs.
Okay, referee getting Renzo to come back up.
And getting some extra points there.
Shungo's got to land some punches here.
Yeah, he's got to take the fight to him.
I think he should jab his way in. Oh, see, like he's just throwing power shots. Like I said, he's just loading up, and Renzo can see him coming.
Renzo jumping the guard there.
But this is going to be a lot of energy used by Renzo in this position if they're leaning against the rope. And down on the ground, Shungo pounding away. Shungo got some good shots in there. Shungo getting the stronger of the two. If I were him, I'd just back up.
Yeah, he's growing into the fight.
Yeah, he's really starting to get stronger in this fight. And Renzo doesn't really seem to know what to do. Renzo trying for that up kick that he knocked Oleg Taktarov out with, but Shungo should just back up. Don't play this game.
Yeah, but you know what? He moves really like, you can see that he trained with Sakuraba. He stands like him now. He moves like him. Yeah. Very smooth.
Spinning back kick. You're right. Renzo's got a little bit of an abrasion. I'll tell you what. Shungo has really improved.
Oh, look at that.
That's judo right there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Beautiful step back pivot hip toss.
Look how relaxed he is. But look at this.
Speaking of Sakuraba, oh yeah.
Oh, what about this?
He's doing Sakuraba's repertoire here. Oyama is enjoying himself, staying loose. Look at this. He's finally found his groove, boss.
Yeah, oh yes.
A little bit derivative of the great Kazushi Sakuraba, as we said, but still landing the shots. Henzo's got a cut. Henzo getting a warning from the referee. Shungo getting stronger, taking control of this fight.
1 minute left.
1 minute left. If he keeps doing this, he's going to win the fight.
I think you should go with a high left roundhouse kick. You should throw a high kick right here.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
You should throw the high left roundhouse kick. They're both clowning and posing and taunting each other here. Shungo pressing the fight.
Whoa, that high kick.
It was the right high kick. It missed, but like I said, he had no setup on it.
Yep, round number 2 coming up. Round number 3, actually.
Henzo seems confused at this point. He seems confused because Oyama obviously has gained 100% confidence in the last 3 minutes of that round. He got into his groove of being a showman. But this is something new for him. But obviously Sakuraba really rubbed off on him. I think he found the right place to train. And it really impressed the crowd. And he landed some shots there.
Low.
Here it is.
The knee now. Oh no, that's not that shot. Oh, this is the throw.
Here's the pivot back hip toss. That was nice. That was definitely Oyama's round.
And look at this. Cartwheel right there. Let's see if they show that turn that he makes and then that kick to the leg.
He did so much. He did a spinning back kick to the leg. Sitting here clowning. Oh, Henzo's spit at him.
That's
well, he's really getting under Henzo's skin here, isn't he? And Henzo can't take him down. Henzo's getting angry, which is not a good thing.
Nope, because you're going to make mistakes. You want to keep your cool, especially in this game. Last round coming up.
I'm telling you, this is really going to help Shungo Oyama if he gets this kind of win, especially like this over Renzo Gracie. This will really help his career immeasurably. We've seen some fighters like Daijiro Matsui, who people can pretty much wrote him off. He had a bunch of losses. They came back and beat Pele.
Yeah.
Now, Shungo Oyama coming off 3 straight losses. Never having had a win in Pride. If he gets a win over Renzo, it's going to make people talk about him.
Oh, yeah. It's going to put him right back into business.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's top 10, but still. This is the round in which we want to see, will Shungo Oyama grow even more with his confidence in his strikes, or will Renzo get it to the mat and get it over with a submission? Renzo has not even been close to a submission in this fight.
No, it's very difficult. I don't know for Renzo what game he should play right now. Yeah, like I said before, maybe the inside low kicks, but in the last round, now starting now, would be too late. He's got to watch out for that left high kick, right high kick. Because even though it's a snappy kick, it could knock you out. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, spinning back fist, which missed by at least 2 feet. But the interesting thing is, okay, Renzo with his own spinning back fist. The interesting thing is, even though Shungo will throw a lot of his kicks really short, wide of the mark, Renzo doesn't shoot him for the takedown when he does it.
Yep.
Whoa. Shungo trying to land that right hook and getting a little wild there. Like I said, he's loaded. Renzo throwing the right hand.
Yeah, they got to fight. They're going to get another yellow card.
I don't think they'll get a yellow card standing because they'll do something intermittently and keep the action flowing. But it is Shungo's fight right now. Renzo needs to take it over somehow. He needs to hurt Shungo, but he seems a little gun shy. He's leaning back when Shungo punches. And there's the shot, and Renzo gets his back and almost gets him down, and Shungo looks like he's trying for
Whoa.
Look at this.
Beautiful escape.
Shungo being really difficult.
Look at this.
Beautiful trip takedown by Shungo Oyama. Shungo Oyama in complete control here. He defended the takedown, got back up not once, twice, but 3 times, then took Renzo down. But he doesn't want to be here. He should get back to standing to dictate the pace and the flow of the fight.
Yeah, or go here for some strikes. But do not end up in the guard. Unless you want to stay in a half guard here.
Well, I have to say, I am impressed with the growth of Shungo Oyama. From the time we saw him lose to Walid Ismail by a side choke, and that was last year, almost 1 year ago. It was in July. He really went to school and improved his game. And although he's still a diamond in the rough, he's a technician now, especially with strikes. His ground game is still basic, but it's his standing game that is totally unpredictable. He just has to land more of those punches.
No, what can we expect? What do you think?
Well, I think that Shungo should get him into a slug match here. He should start slugging with him. And don't worry, because he's been able to defend the takedowns. Just start slugging. Just start fighting like a shootbox guy. Just going in there and just trying to go to the body and go to the head. He's a southpaw, and he keeps loading up with that right hook, but he should throw that straight left to the body and then throw the right hook to the head.
Yep.
Don't worry about trying to knock him out. Go to the body. Renzo's standing straight up. He should shoot that left hand to the body, I'm telling you. He's definitely the aggressor. See, he keeps loading up with that and he misses every time he throws that right hook. And that's not the punch to throw against an orthodox guy. If anything, you want to throw your left hand because Renzo's head is turning that way. Shungo's got his number in this fight. He's totally got Renzo's number.
And he's going to press it now.
Yeah, he should just start punching, man. Just start go like a machine gun. Just trade. He's going to win the fight regardless, unless Renzo pulls out a miracle submission. Look at that. It was blocked by Renzo.
Yeah, totally in control there. Last 2 rounds.
Yeah, Renzo restart again. This fight, at this point, is all but over. Shungo Oyama has stepped back into Pride with a very impressive, if not showy, performance against Renzo Gracie. He didn't do any damage per se. Landed a couple punches. Maybe scraped Renzo. But the fact that he was able to defend the takedown, okay, there it is! Shungo's got it. You know he's got it.
Yeah, he got the victory. He was pressing the fight, whole fight. Yeah, he made quite of a big difference.
Yes.
Nice combat.
Pride Fighting Championships Demolition. Saitama Sugiura. That's where we're at, folks. Shungo Oyama has pretty much just outwitted Renzo Gracie, and we're going to find out if the judges agree with us. And here we are, Renzo trying for the takedown, and look at the defense there by Shungo. He's going for that Sakuraba Kimura, and look at that! Wow, jumping back up into a half guillotine, standing back up, and getting, look at that trip.
Beautiful trip.
That was absolutely technical.
true.
The beginning of the fight, it's like we said, what he should do, the key to this victory would be defending the takedown, and then attack with strikes. And that's exactly what he did. And he did it perfect. Threw in a little bit of Sakuraba.
And he's emotional. He is emotional in victory. Look at him. Playing to the crowd. Those that wrote him off, all the naysayers, and he's emotional about this win. He's tearful. A powerful moment for him, but he's still got work to do.
He's got a lot of work to do. He's got to improve on the power of his punches and throw with more accuracy. So, but he did good. He did good. It was a great show. We put on a show.
Well, this was
a great points.
Yeah, this was a great fight for him to try out his stand-up because Renzo is not notoriously a dangerous stand-up fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want to get in there with like Pele or some, some guy, Vandalay or somebody and try out a new stand-up. or Anderson Silva. Yeah. You don't want to try it out against somebody like that. But a guy like Renzo, who's not really a threat standing up, he got to really break off his training wheels, so to speak, with his punches. And the next time he needs to land more punches because he seems to have worked on his technique and he's got to set up his punches more.
In this next matchup, we've got the Russian in Yemeliánenko Fiódor versus that big man, that almost 7-foot wonder, Semmy Schilt from Holland. It's going to be a clash of countries here, boss.
Yes, it is. You know what? Both of them are very pale and white because in both countries there's not a lot of sun, and I know because I'm from Holland. Semmy Schilt, actually, he looks like Ivan Drago. We always make fun about it, but so he looks like a Russian guy. But now he's going to face a Russian guy. What can he do against him? We know that Fiódor is a champion, a good one, and all his fights, all the fights that he won was in rings. But in rings, there are no strikes allowed to the ground. So that could be the key to success for Semmy Schilt.
Yeah, the key to success for Fiódor is probably going to be with those punches and bunches, taking Semmy to the ground. But the king of the one-word interview, Schilt, is probably going to want to stay standing up and use those long-range weapons, those telephone pole arms and legs, to beat up on the shorter wrestler from Russia. Look at this reach advantage here. See this? I can't even touch this guy, okay? Now, I don't even want to deal with the legs. Do you think that you're a better kicker or puncher?
I think punching and kicking. I don't think one is better than the other. I think it's both good.
Okay. If you were a stand-up comedian, what would your opening joke be?
I think I just stand there and people laugh.
赤コーナーよりエメリアエンコ・ヒョードル選手の入場です。
From Russia, Yemeliánenko Fiódor. He is 25 years old and 6'1", just all 27 pounds. Boss?
This looks like a Rocky movie. And Ivan Drago is coming up. Listen to the music.
Well, this music is definitely...
We're missing the vocals, the manly vocals. If I knew the lyrics, I would have sung it for you guys.
Well, this is a wrestler who can punch. And he's got a great corner. The man holding the flag there is one of his alumni from the Rings organization, one of the great leg lockers, Kopylov. And he's got his teammate directly behind him, Labasanov. And they didn't wait for somebody to play the national anthem. Apparently, they played it for themselves. And, you know, I really like that. I've really been looking forward to seeing this guy fight. He is a foot shorter, almost. He's about 10 inches shorter than his opponent, Semmy Schilt. And he did say that he needs to close the distance and get inside of Semmy Schilt's punches and kicks. He also said that Igor Vovchanshin, his fellow countryman, he's one of the best fighters in the world, and he knows him casually. He does come from a judo and sambo background, so because he has mastered those two disciplines early on, he's been
working a lot on his punches, and I think that was what helped him beat Renato Babalu and Ricardo Arona when he was fighting for the Rings organization here in Japan. And he did tell us that he thought that ring girls were relatively good.
Yeah, no. I got another option there. I think they're good. Relatively, no. I think we got good ring girls here. Right, fighting championship.
Being checked there by our resident American judge, Matt Hume. With a record of 17-1, he is the 1997 Russia National Judo Champion. He is the 2001 World Title Series Rings Midweight Class Champion and the Rings 2002 World Series Absolute Weight Class Champion. Got some big wins. As I said before, he beat Ricardo Arona. He also beat Kerry Meat Truck Shaw, Lee Hasdell, and that man from Australia with a sidekick, Chris Hazeman. There he is in the ring from Russia. Yemeliánenko Fiódor. Back to K. Grant at ringside.
第7試合を行います。青コーナー212センチ114キロセインシュート。
Sammy Schilt.
赤コーナー182センチ106.5キロエメリアンコヒョード。レフェリー野口大輔。
In my opinion, has got to get this fight on the ground.
Everybody who fights Sam Schildt's got to take the fight to the ground. Pretty much everybody.
But I'll bet if Bob Sapp fought Sammy Schilt, want to keep it standing up.
Look at the referee. He has to step on his toes.
Yeah.
To check everything.
Because you'd almost have to get a ladder to hit Sammy in the head if you were Fiódor. He will be punching up.
The jumping punch, maybe he should try.
Yeah. Oh boy, like we said before, Pride Fighting Championship demolition. There's fireworks in the ring on this one.
Front kick coming up with the left.
Naar de zijkant toe, hè. Naar de zijkant. Als die komt.
There it is. He ate a knee and got the clinch. And he got the takedown and side mount, boss.
An armbar, almost.
He walks through that knee, clinched up, got the takedown, took Sammy right out of his element.
Yeah, Sam got to watch out with his hand there, his left arm.
This guy's a smart. Oh.
Yes, he's going to go straight on by.
This guy's a smart fighter, controlling the action. Yemeliánenko on top in the half guard of Sammy Schilt.
Met de rechterbeen stutten en die arm erbij pakken. Die arm erbij pakken. Die arm naar je toe trekken.
Sam should, yeah, no, he should close his guard. At least it may, so he catches his leg. So he cannot go to the full mount or a side mount.
I think that the full mount would be a mistake because it would be easy for Sammy to buck him off. Because Sammy's got a good 30 pounds on him. Sammy could roll him, he could buck him. But Sammy has got that wrist strength.
Whoa.
This guy's got good control, huh, boss?
Very good balance.
Because Sammy is definitely putting up a fight to try and get him off the top. Now he's going to start pushing the arm straight up. Not a good thing to do on a regular basis against this guy. This guy's got some submissions, and now he's going to start unloading.
There he is again with holding the wrists.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's very strong in that. Sam has tried a few times for that side choke. It's not going to work, but look at here. We got the mount position now.
We do have the mount.
Yeah, now he needs to cross-face and then go for a straight armbar.
Oh, just like you said, boss, he cross-faced and
he's got it.
Oh, yeah. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, but Sam is good. Oh, Sam is in trouble here, folks. Sammy Schilt is on the verge of being armbarred. He's got it in real good. What can Sammy do here, Bob?
He's got to come up straight up. That's go to the side. No, he doesn't have it.
Got it. He got rolled the other way. Took a knee there.
Mount again.
Yeah, the smaller man in control, and they're going to restart him to the center of the ring. Great
A real lesson that Semmy is learning here, grappling at the hands of the Russian Yemeliánenko, Fiódor, making his Pride debut. This is Sammy's 4th time in Pride.
And he's been doing good here.
Both men in their 20s, Semmy 28 years old, Fiódor being 25 years old.
I think Fedor's going to do the same thing again.
Oh, good right hand. Those punished Semmy Schilt. Those weren't cosmetic punches, folks. Those were damaging blows. Especially the first one.
And there's the armbar. Yep. He's setting it up again for the left arm. Semmy's left arm.
Guy can deliver a lot of velocity at a short range there. We've got a real packed house of 22,586 people tonight. And undoubtedly, they're loving this match. This guy really knows how to generate power.
Wow. Yeah, you don't know what he's going to do because he knows it all. Maybe he sets an arm out with strikes or he goes for the knockout. I mean, everything's powerful.
You know, it's really interesting because a lot of people thought that a lot of these fighters were coming out of range and going into Pride because they hadn't fought with striking on the ground would not do as well. But we've seen Nogueira come out of rings and become the Pride heavyweight champion. Now we got this guy who's just taking it right to Semmy Schilt. So that was a good production ground for a lot of fighters. You know.
I think a lot of Russians, they have a boxing background. Many people in Russia box. So, we don't know, maybe he has a boxing background.
En naar je rechterkant misschien, want daar is een been vast. Kijk eens of je kunt stutten.
His balance is very good.
En weer vast. Je hebt dat been vast. Sam, fixeer
Sam has tried to get away from this situation. Because obviously...
Fixeer maar Sam, er is niks aan de hand.
Oh, armbar coming.
Yeah, he's thinking about that handle lock. He's got the mount again.
Sam staat bakken op zijn haksels.
Total control here by Yemeliánenko.
Sam staat een paar keer op zijn hassers. Houd het hoofd in.
Semmy's length right here is to his detriment.
Blijf werk op zijn hoofd.
Because in closest, the guys with the shorter limbs that'll do better.
Yeah, it's more acceptable for arm bars and leg locks, obviously, but I would go for an arm bar if I would fight an opponent that tall.
Hey, je werkt altijd van onder.
Well, he's bleeding now. He's going arm bar, straight arm bar. The corner of Sam tells him to keep his arm in.
Well, you know what's funny is that Semmy with those hammer fists, oh, look at this. Semmy with those hammer fists is doing damage punching up.
He has got a lot of strength, a lot of power in his punches, any punch.
Semmy Schilt is the former 3-time king of Pancrase. That's an honor and distinction that you also had, boss. You were actually
that was a close one.
Almost got it. You were the first king of Pancrase that took it 3 times, boss.
Yep.
And Semmy, another Dutchman. Uh-oh, now, yes. And Semmy spinning with him. Fiódor got side control again.
Nice lead there from Semmy to Fiódor. Fiódor's going to go for the armbar. Oh, look at this.
Semmy is fighting his way out of trouble time after time again, but he's still on the defensive. So right now it's Fiódor's fight.
Sam, sla maar op zijn kop. Hou die benen, dat is goed, jongen. Hou hem bij je.
No, in the guard. Oh, that was like he was going to go for a leg lock.
Fiódor does not want to be at the receiving end of one of those kicks coming up.
No.
Blijf slaan, Sam. Blijf slaan. Let op zijn slagen. Met slaan.
There's that wrist thing.
Blijf controleren bij die polsen.
But he let go.
Weg en sla erop. Sla er maar op. Sam gaat super. Niks aan de hand. Slaan er maar op, Sam.
Oh!
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. What I meant earlier in the evening, punching with power on the bottom. Oh, a neck crank.
Neck crank and
the can opener.
Is he going to get it?
I don't know. He's very tall, Sam, so he might You might get it.
Oh, with Semmy punching away. Semmy really starting to get active here from the bottom. This has really been a bruiser.
Wow, if I would be Fiódor, I would do the same thing again, go for the hand opener.
Let op, been over me, been over me. Blijf werken, Sam.
It's been an absolute war of who's going to ground and pound who, the man on the bottom coming up or the man on the top coming down. But Fiódor keeps busy.
Yep, and here, this is a very good move that he made. Whoa, look at this.
He's really trying to get that arm bar. But Sammy's defending well, but can't win a fight by defending.
Kijk uit voor zijn slagen. Hou hem bij je af. En draaien, draaien.
The last time we saw Semmy Schilt work this long from his back was against a man who was with us in the broadcast tonight, and that was Josh Barnett, who did get the arm bar against Semmy. But Semmy has been, you know, against 3 Japanese opponents since he fought Frye. He fought Akira Shoji, stopped him. He stopped Sataki, and he also stopped Takayama. And now, neither one of those guys had him on the deck for very long, if at all. And, but Fiódor is really showing us something here in controlling the big man and just brawling and mauling him here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to let him up. So I wonder what's going to happen in the second round. Because he's got to see him close the distance again.
Well, we've got 1 minute left, and obviously, if this goes into the second round, there will be an automatic restart. So Semmy will be dangerous standing up with either a front kick or a straight punch. But Fiódor continues to brawl and maul him from the top. I like the fact that Fiódor stays busy, not just with little tip-tap punches, but he's really trying to throw bombs here.
Yeah, you know that when Sem's going to make a mistake, he's going to step it over in an armbar or in another submission. He's really looking for something. There we go again, see?
Niks aan de hand. Hou bij je.
No, this is going to be the end of the round.
His ground and pound style is a tad bit reminiscent of Igor Vovchanchyn, but he's a little busier with his positions.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got good balance. By the way, Igor got good balance too in the last fight we saw him on down.
Well, there it was. A quick takedown by Fiódor, but he's nicked up a little bit. But Schilt doesn't really look like he took that much of a beating.
No, he pretty much defended all the punches. He had a good defense. He was holding the wrists all the time, Fiódor. What he got to do now is keep him away using that left front kick that he had. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. See, he almost pulled him down on top of him and then changed the angle right at the last minute. Went for a submission there. Semmy defended. This was really good, boss.
Beautiful. Semmy should have started kneeing him in the head here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're coming up on round 2. Sammy's got to strike first blood standing up and keep him away from him and do some damage.
Yeah, he can't.
You can't, because, you know, otherwise you're going to get taken down again. This guy really has got some cool takedowns. I like how he shifted gears. There's the neck crank. I think that Fiódor is in great shape for this fight as we get ready for round number 2. Both men look like they've got quite a bit left. And the second round looks like it may eclipse the first as far as action. Fiódor bouncing up and down. He's got a little bit of a nick just over the side of his left eye. Not a factor. Won't impair his vision.
Now.
Man, what could happen?
Yeah, he's shooting up blocks.
No.
should really kick, but only front pitch.
Look, see the timing on that? Perfect. That was so beautiful because Semmy made a move like he was going to kick. He went back, then closed the distance, took him down. Back to square one for Semmy Schilt on his back.
Hetzelfde plaatje, kom. Je hebt er vaker voor gestaan, niet?
And I'll bet you Semmy can't get up. If the first round, for 10 minutes, he stayed on his back.
Yeah, I hope we're going to see some action here. Otherwise, I hope that the referee's going to stand him up.
Well, Semmy need him right there. See that? See right there? That's a cool move. He brought the knee up and pulled the guy's head into it. Bang.
Where did I see that?
Could it be? Now, boss, speaking of that technique, you've got a book coming out pretty soon.
Yes, I do. And that technique, actually, you can find in that book.
I'm very familiar with that book, boss, since I co-authored it with you. We're talking about the Boss Ruten's Big Book of Combat, which will be out imminently, probably mid to late July. And Fiódor a little bit slower here, but Semmy's doing really well in wrapping him up, but it's kind of shutting him down. But Semmy's got to do something to try and end the fight, because do you think that he lacks the tools to do that from his back?
Yeah, with a guy like Fiódor, for sure. I don't think he's going to armbar him or do anything else. This is good. I hope they restart in a standing position and not on the ground. Please, not on the ground.
Yeah, well, it's going to be on the ground.
You see?
Kopylov looking on, but I'm not thinking that Fiódor is going to be doing a Kopylov-esque leg lock.
Sla hem er zelf op. Kijk, hij dekt dat al af. Hij durft zelf al niks meer. Zet maar kracht. Niks aan de hand. Als je die wenkbrauw openslaat, dan ben je weer. Niks aan de hand.
Yep, we see here the same as we saw in the first round. Fiódor's key to success would be trying to pass the guard, go to the mount again, and then for a straight armbar. That would be my advice if I was in his corner. And Sam, yeah, try to escape the situation or just hold him real tight so that the referee puts you back on your feet. But this is not going to finish the fight.
How much do you think that Semmy Schilt works on submissions?
I really don't know. I think it works more on striking than on submission. That's one thing for sure, because we have seen him many times in this position. And he should play this 2 times a day. Only submission. Only try to escape this situation and escape the fan takedown. That's it. And the striking, do it maybe 3 times a week just for conditioning, spar a little bit, and then do a lot of tie pass for conditioning, and the rest 2 times a day, grappling, wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Fiódor has hit Semmy Schilt upside the head a number of times, and it seems that Semmy has got a really tremendous chin and can absorb that impact without a lot of problems. Because Fiódor is delivering a lot of velocity on that punch, even from that position. I think they should restart. Yeah, because they're not really doing a great deal.
Yuji was in the ring because he would have had to put him on that feet for sure. 1 minute, they gotta put him up now.
Blijf slaan, Sam, maar blijf controleren. Slaan, Sam.
Yeah, what can we do?
We can't do much. What can we do? Because neither guy is really
trying to finish. Well, do something.
It must be tough for Fiódor, but Sammy's got an open guard here.
Yeah.
But Fiódor, in my opinion, is winning the fight, even though he looks worse for the wear facially than Schilt does. He's landed more strikes
scored more points, definitely scored the takedowns. Semmy did land a few shots from his back, but nothing really that had Fiódor in trouble.
Oh, now let's hope that the last round is going to be the opposite of this round. Because that was not exciting.
No, it wasn't. I mean, I've seen worse rounds than that, but punching a guy from the guard. Last time I saw an exciting match with a guy punching the guard was probably Goodridge versus Inoue, the fighting championship return of the Warriors. That was August 2000 now. But dimensionally, Igor and Semmy are much different. Or actually, Ensign and Semmy. Look at this takedown.
Yeah, he's just going to lift him, pick him up there. Boom. Yeah, Sam's going to throw those front kicks. Forget about knees. Front kicks. That's the key to success. The thing that he did with Takayama. Only Takayama was bigger, taller. But still, that's the only way. A knee.
There's that little knee, boss.
That's beautiful. He could do it more because, like you said, he had an open guard and Fiódor was not trying to pass it.
It's strange how equal chances of Fiódor or some of the other Russian fighters to get marked up really easily facially.
Yeah, it's got good skin. I have it too. You touch me and I bleed. Now, come on. Action, please.
Yeah, time to go to war here, folks. This has been a tough match for both guys. Semmy Schilt has not been just a rollover opponent for Fiódor. And Semmy knows. There it is. That's a front kick, and too late. Fiódor got the clinch, getting ready for the trip. Think he's going to step back, boss?
No, Sam doesn't even try to defend the takedown.
Yeah.
He's not even trying to step over out of that underhook.
Fiódor's got to keep this position. There it is. Keep this position. Keep the side mount.
Blijf bewegen, Sam.
That's the key to success for Fiódor here. The knees.
Blijf bewegen, Sam.
Knees to the body, knees to the head. Why do you think that nobody does that? Only a few. And it's so effective.
Knee to the body with the
other
knee.
Yeah. Knee to the body. First one to the left now for Fiódor. Start knee in the body, and then up for the head. And then go again, and again. It doesn't cost you any power.
Right.
You can throw 100 knees like that. So it goes
left, and then right to the head.
There you go.
Gotcha.
He defends the knee, he defends his body, and then his head is wide open, bang, to the head. But no.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. Semmy Schilt has got really incredible stamina.
Yeah, he never ever quit on stamina. You never see him so tired, so that's good.
Semmy just landed a knee of his own there from the bottom.
Blijf bewegen, Sam. Blijf bewegen. Denk op je armen. Denk op je armen. Probeer die heupen eronder te krijgen. Die heupen eronder.
Getting a lot of instructions there from his corner Semmy, but
yeah, but they're all different instructions.
And obviously they're not being too helpful because he's in the same position.
Blijf werken, Semmy. Blijf werken.
Well, it's the giraffe versus the Wolverine, and this is the giraffe that can hurt you.
Yep.
But
this is bad for now, yeah, he's going to step over, go almost mount. Yeah, we saw this in the first round. If he's going to finish it, he's going to be winning now. Otherwise, I don't see a different finish.
He's not going to finish in ground and pound. That's for sure. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's got way too much balance. These are good strikes.
I noticed that Fiódor pretty much only throws that left hand.
So maybe he's left-handed.
But
Yeah, that's kind of strange, yeah.
Do you think it's because he wants to trap with the right hand?
Yeah, it's good possible. Yeah, but maybe he is left-handed, we don't know. Maybe it's his favorite hand. You see it a lot. In ground and pound, a lot of people only with the right. And here you got it, only with the left. I think he also needs to balance one arm always out, make sure you don't get turned.
Well, I tell you one thing. If Fiódor beats Semmy Schilt, it's a very significant victory. And it will really, to me, establish Fiódor maybe even as a top 10 fighter.
Yeah.
Because there's really nobody else that would be the same height and the same kind of dangerous weapons as Semmy Schilt. So if he can beat a guy like this, imagine what he can do to a guy who's his own size, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet he's got some stand-up.
Yeah, only he's not taking any risk right now.
No, of course not. No, that would be a mistake to try and stand up to Semmy, because he would not be able to, unless he had great side-to-side movement, which even then, you don't want to, when a guy's got this kind of length, you want to take him into this kind of a fight. And Semmy just doesn't have the technical options here available to him to do anything different. So the fight is falling into one mode, and Semmy even isn't really doing a lot of counter-striking.
Yeah, the referee should put it up.
I agree.
This is...
I totally agree.
There's 1 minute left, come on. Sam's going, showing a lot of different things, like holding the wrist, and then there's a punch, and then watch out for your arm. You know, and you can do that at the same time. What Sam got to do is try his long arms underneath the legs of Fiódor, and then try to throw him off. He's got to try something, escape, do something. Blocking is not going to work. Bas Rutten big book of combat, how to escape the mount. It's going to be over with the fight. And,
well, Yemeliánenko, Fiódor, has come into Pride, and he's shown why it was such a dangerous force in the ring circuit. His only loss is to TK Kosaka, and it was by a fluke cut. And they are standing, and it seems real obvious to us that Yemeliánenko, Fiódor, he completely dominated the fight.
Yep, he won the fight.
It wasn't pretty, but it looks like it's going to be a victory. Here we go, more ground and pound. Fiódor landed that left hand a record 876 times in the fight, or approximately.
Why?
And Semmy Schilt grabbed him, I think it was 614 times, approximately.
Yep, and hold his wrist 2 times. 3 times. It was 2 rounds. Yeah, obvious. Second, I thought that he said Schilt.
Okay, unanimous decision by Yemeliánenko Fiódor. And I think this was one of those fights where Fiódor just had to get the job done, because somebody like Schilt, as we have hammered at the point of him standing up, you just can't fight that guy standing up. It's just not the thing to do. And Fiódor did what he had to do, and I really look forward. I really look forward to seeing Fiódor fight some other fighters in the heavyweight division.
Yes, his own size, I think it will be a great match.
Don Frye is back, the man that beat Ken Shamrock the last time he was in Pride. But he's going to be facing a giant, 6'7", 260-pound Yoshihiro Takayama. But let's be fair, it was originally Mark Coleman that was going to face Don Frye. More from Boss.
Yeah, Mark Coleman got injured in the training. He had a little accident there with his training partner, Kevin Randleman. He suffered from a neck injury, so for him it was wise not to fight. They postponed this fight. And like I said in the beginning of the show, don't worry, they are going to fight. Only it's going to take a little bit longer.
Don, you're back in the ring, but it must be a little disappointing not getting Coleman this time out.
Yeah, it was real disappointing. I had my heart set on Coleman for 6 years. And when we got the news, first, I was really concerned about his health. That was first and foremost, said a big prayer for him, that he'd be healthy and make a recovery. And then the disappointment sat in and I wanted to be able to fight him. And once I found out, he was okay, I was real happy about that. So that's what's most important, is that he's injury-free. Just a minor injury, but he'll be back.
Got any designs on the heavyweight title?
Always, always. When I came back to mixed martial arts, the main goal was to fight Coleman, and then to fight Shamrock. And I got lucky enough, I fought Shamrock. Got really lucky and I beat him. I'd like to fight Coleman eventually, but, to get that world heavyweight title, that's what everybody gets in the sport for.
When Coleman and Frye do fight, it will be a rematch. But tonight, it's the first time that Takayama will face Frye. Now, Frye is a really good puncher, but Takayama has the ability to take a punch. So how is that going to play out, Boss?
I don't know. If Takayama plays his cards straight, exactly right, he should try to overpower Don Frye. It's going to be very difficult because Don Frye is a very powerful individual, but Takayama's got way more size on him. If he can use that, he could bring Don Frye in danger. But I think it's going to be a difficult task for Takayama to beat him.
I agree. Also, I think, as a matter of fact, Don Frye will take this fight, and I think we're going to be saying timber by the end of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Men's Semmy LA presents Pride 21. ただいまより本日のメインイベント最終第8試合を行います。
And now for the main and eighth match.
この試合の勝利者には副賞としてメン生命総合保険会社様より勝利者賞が贈られます。青コーナーよりドン・フライ選手の入場です。
One of our favorite spots, Don, the Predator, Frye. About as American as you can get.
In the blue corner.
Yeah, absolutely right. Also one of my favorites. Always been from day one in the UFC at the time. And yeah, it's like you said, man, this guy's tough. He's an all-American hero right here.
And listen to that crowd. They love Don Frye here. I remember when Don Frye fought Ken Shamrock. The crowd went through the roof when they announced his name. He is a two-time UFC tournament champion. He won the UFC number 8, and he also won the UFC Ultimate 96. He was a finalist in UFC 10, where he suffered his only loss to Mark Coleman. Now, Mark Coleman, as we said earlier, was to be his opponent tonight, but got injured. Takayama took the fight on 1 week notice. He was already training, and Takayama even said that he was really looking forward to seeing Frye versus Coleman. And listen to that crowd. Frye is commanding this crowd like a puppeteer commands a puppet. He loves fighting here. He did say that it kind of took away his motivation when he found out that Coleman was injured. He was first concerned with Coleman's welfare, because Coleman did sustain a neck injury and he was knocked unconscious for a second. But now that Coleman is better, he got back on to training. But I would have to say that his motivation wouldn't have been as much for Takayama as it was for Coleman.
I think so too. And Takayama, on the other hand, has nothing to lose. So he will go in, and he really he threw some big bombs in that fight against Sugiura,
And even against Semmy Schilt, he was attacking and attacking. So Don better watch out. He got a bit of a weight difference here. Like God knows how many pounds.
Okay. Another David Glad situation.
本日のメインイベント最終第8試合を行います。青コーナー185センチ98キロ Don Frye!
Don Frye has made a career out of beating guys that outweigh them by 20, 30, 40 pounds. And let's see if he can do it again against that guy right there, Yoshihiro Takayama.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, Paul Frye is not going to stick and move. He's going to fight. He's not going to go backwards. He's going to go forward.
Now, when we were talking with Takayama, oh, look at this. When we were talking with Takayama, we were teasing him about the Rod Stewart hairdo, and he said that he thought about being a rock and roll guitar player when he was a teenager. One thing about Don Frye and Takayama, they will deliver the intensity that we want.
He didn't blink once.
Free fight, okay? Shake up!
By Zine if he didn't blink.
Okay, stand the corner. Stand the corner.
Wow. Well, subtlety will not be apparent in this fight. We're going to see guys all the bombs that we expect in Pride Fighting Championship demolition. And there's that right hand. They're cooking it up. Don Frye with the right hand. Takayama. Boom. Look at this. Synchronized punching. Synchronized punching. Both guys wailing away with right hands. Takayama looking really bad here. Frye blasting the right and the left now. Wow.
I've never seen a thing like this in my life.
In boxing, holding and hitting is illegal, but not mixed martial arts.
Unbelievable. Now, everything that we was doing tonight, this made it up right here. Unbelievable.
The thing is, when you're holding and hitting, you can't torque the body and get the knockout punch. But man, that was outrageous.
Oh my God! Look at Takayama's face.
There's a big mouse just under the left eye of Yoshihiro Takayama. But man, he took Don's shot. But it would be interesting to see when they get some distance what's going to happen.
Like I said, he's not going to back down.
No.
He doesn't look that good.
One thing about both these guys, back down does not factor into their makeup. Takayama with a knee by Takayama, what a surprise! Don Frye is God! I'm going to lose my hearing. The crowd is so loud. I had no idea.
Hey, come on!
Oh, this Frye! Look at this!
This is unbelievable. I had no idea that they were going to put this much zip into their zap.
I've never seen something like this before. First time, man. Unreal.
Well, Frye took that knee, but Takayama used a smart game plan. Is Takayama going to drop back again and try to take him down? I think it would be a mistake. Man.
Oh, God, he looks bad now.
Yes, he does. That mouse has turned into a rat under his left eye, and pretty soon it's going to turn into an elephant. That's a big lump.
Yeah, Don in the punching and change lost his mouthpiece. So it's flying out. Whoa. Whoa, you can hear the punches.
I think it's going to be the uppercut that will be the telling blow for Don Frye.
I think so too.
I think that as soon and Takayama made no secret. He says he's going to throw punches and knees. And he's also he's already connected with one knee to Don Frye. And Frye starting to huff and puff a little bit. But like I said before, I think it's Frye's uppercut that will be the damaging blow here. Whoa. Man, this is a war.
Oh, those punches. He's going to feel his hands tonight. That's one thing for sure.
Yes, especially that right hand.
To the body he should hit.
Takayama looking terrible right now.
KO there.
It's going to be a KO.
It's got to be. This cannot go to the past.
No. And he rocked him right there. Don rocked him with the right hand.
And again, you shouldn't throw a knee. Don't you throw a knee to the midsection just to distract him. It doesn't need to be a knockout knee. And then go for the head again.
Wow. Subtlety is not in evidence in this match. Both guys trying to terminate with extreme prejudice with punching. Now they're taking a little bit of a breather, trying to get their second win, and they're probably going to need the third and fourth win if they keep this up.
Yeah, it is crazy. I would go body shots now, especially because you're breathing heavy. Oh, look at that.
Takayama looks like he's crying on Don Frye's shoulder here.
Nice, you see, there you go. You should throw that knee again.
Takayama likes to collect old American cars. Now, he's only got one, but it's a Chevy Yvel. Now, Don Frye would probably appreciate that car being the American that he is.
Right straight to the body.
Yeah. They're having the doctor look at the moose under his eye. Boss, this has been a war.
I've never, the beginning, and then they did it again. We're going to see, whatever happens, we're going to see that again in the replay.
Okay, folks, the Pride video game is available right now, but in some ways, this will be soon available. But this was a lot like a video game. Okay, here we go again.
Whoa. Right straight to the body with the left hook. That's Don Frye's secret here.
Oh, look at that. Don just teeing off on Takayama. Takayama trading back.
Oh, God.
Don said that his game plan is to not get hurt against Takayama. Takayama maybe had a different idea on that. Although Don is done. So there's the uppercut.
And there's only 5 minutes in the round. We're halfway the first round. It's crazy.
They're going to drop from exhaustion. They're just putting it all on the line. Bad move. Takayama tried to take Don down and maybe spin, but he didn't get the spin part down, so now Don is mounted on top of Takayama. Takayama starting to become a poster boy for Everlast.
Side choke. No. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And this is a bad position, man, to be in. Because Predator on top.
Because we don't know that Takayama has got a good defense against the mount. Hopefully, for his sake, he does.
There you go. Look at the arm.
It's not going to get right. Exactly.
He's going to go for it. He's going to set it up with it. The second attempt he has. He had. Whoa, you can hear the man.
Oh, there it is. Referee stoppage. And a good one. Yeah, Yuji Shimada was really on top of things because there was no need for Takayama to think anymore. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
It looks like a possum right there. And it was 6 minutes and 10 seconds. In round number 1. Wow.
I want to see the replay of the first punching exchange.
Me too.
This fight was above all that I expected. What a beautiful fight.
Yeah, it was really a great cap, and you know, it really lived up to the name of the event in Demolition, because they both tried to demolish each other. It was Don Frye who demolished Takayama. Wow.
Unbelievable. Here we go.
There he is. Don the Predator Frye. Don Frye says that he wants to fight Mike Tyson in boxing.
In boxing.
And I said, wait a minute, boxing, you want to fight him in mixed martial arts? And he said, well, if I'm going to challenge Mike Tyson, it'd be like challenging Tiger Woods in anything other than golf. You want to fight him in his own game. And I thought, wow, but judging by what he did today, it might be a slugfest. And he got it by ground and pound. It was a TKO. Yuji Shimada, the referee, stepped in and stopped the fight. Don Frye victorious. We also saw another demolition tonight when Bob Sapp demolished Kiyoshi Tamura.
11 seconds. He took him out. Tamura's game plan was to stick and move, but Bob Sapp didn't let him move. He went right at him, and even though that Tamura was running to the sides, Bob Sapp caught him, knocked him down, and then those big sledgehammers drilled into the head, and it was the end of the story. 11 seconds.
And Yemeliánenko Fiódor has made a big splash in the Pride Fighting Championships. He came in here and faced the giant Semmy Schilt and pounded out a unanimous decision, a ground and pound victory over him. But it was Gilbert Yvel who really went to war on the ground, took Jeremy Horn into his favorite place, the ground, and lost a very close one. But Jeremy Horn will be back, but Gilbert showed a lot of improvement, even in losing.
Oh, I think so too. I think that Gilbert improved so much, he's going to be very tough to beat now. If he's going to continue to learn what he just did in the last few months, he's going to be a very dangerous fighter.
So that's been it, the Pride Fighting Championships. Don Frye has got something to say in the ring, though. So let's go up to ringside to see what Mr. Frye has to say.
Domo arigato. Takayama-san, arigato. I'd like to say hi to Katie and Cassie, my two little girls.
Katie, Nashi, minna arigato.
Takayama-san, thank you very much. Great warrior. We have, Molly and I have two little girls, Katie and Cassie.
ケイティとキャシーっていう小さな女の子がいるんですが。
And I'm gonna go home and raise them now.
そして
Sayonara.
うちに帰って子育てに励みたい
Okay,
と思い
Don
ます。
Frye
どう
giving
もあり
a
がとう。
lot of credit and props to Takayama, who kind of saved the day by taking the fight on 1 week notice. But he's back. You know, another person who was really outstanding tonight was from the shootbox. Remember Silva? Anderson Silva in stopping the Brazilian killer tonight was extremely exciting. So that's what we got tonight, folks. Pride Fighting Championship was definitely a demolition. But don't forget, September 1st, yes, that is Labor Day weekend, so if you go away on vacation, set your VCR because you are not going to want to miss probably the greatest martial arts extravaganza in history. Shockwave, live from the Tokyo National Stadium right here. We expect over 80,000 people. Shockwave, September 1st, Labor Day weekend, set your VCR. On behalf of my broadcast partner, they call him El Guapo. El Guapo, he is Boss Food. I'm Steven Quadros. I am the Fight Professor. This has been the Pride Fighting Championship Demolition. We will see you next time. Arigato gozaimasu. Sayonara.
それではここでスカイパフォー TV からのお知らせです。本日のプライド21埼玉スーパーアリーナ大会の模様はスカイパフォー TV 韓国